evening, friends. Good evening, fans, and welcome to Ridl Gymnasium, Ron Galbraith Court at Westminster College, as we get you set for President's Athletic Conference semifinal action as the Westminster Titans host the Chatham Cougars. I'm Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott here today for playoff basketball. A great atmosphere here at Westminster, and time to get it rolling. Welcome in, Ben Kelly.
Well, thanks, Mark. It's been a great couple of days on campus following that big quarterfinal win over St. Vincent. You'll be able to feel it on campus here, and you can feel it nowhere else than right here in the gym at this moment. It's only going to build from here.
Titans are coached by David Richards. Little side story, where was David last year? He was over at Chatham winning the P.A.C. championship. David's here now with Westminster, a three-time P.A.C. champ, a two-time coach of the year, first year at Westminster, and he offered up three keys to victory.
Yeah, Mark, the first one is transition defense. Chatham, one of the best teams in the conference in transition, shooting 57% when they're changing sides of the floor. Then also dominate in the paint. Westminster had a great paint day against St. Vincent with 28 points from just below the basket. And then also find a great shot is the third key. They've got a lot of guys who can really pull well from beyond the arc and just in mid-range as well. They find those good shots, they're finding themselves a good day.
It's Westminster. It's Chatham. They're coming up next to the P.A.C. semifinals on your home of the Titans, WCN, and on Titan Radio.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
Back here, Ron Galbraith Court, Ridl Gymnasium. Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. We'll get R.J. with us in a moment. But our Tom Rook had a chance to talk with Coach David Richards earlier today. Let's check in.
Here with head coach David Richards ahead of the P.A.C. semifinal against Chatham. Coach, big win over St. Vincent in the quarterfinal game on Wednesday. Defense has been stellar all year long, currently third in the P.A.C. What did Wednesday night's victory say about this defense, shutting down the number 2 offense in the P.A.C. in St. Vincent?
Yeah, I thought it was a great team performance defensively. You know, we got contributions from a lot of guys. Jackson Hendershot, Trevor Sivke, Skevos, Anthony Bruce, those guys came off the bench and gave us tremendous energy defensively. And I thought we just did a great job of, really eliminating easy catch and shoot threes for St. Vincent, really forcing them into a lot of shots. So it was a great defensive performance by our team.
Yeah, Coach, in that game, DJ Harrell finished with 26 points, iced the game at the free throw line. Beyond the numbers, what kind of a leader has Harrell become for this group?
Yeah, I mean, DJ's great. He has a ton of experience. He's just a great playmaker. He's unselfish. He does a great job of when he needs to score, he scores it. When he can get other guys shots, he gets other guys shots. He just had a tremendous year and just has been great for us, not only offensively, but also defensively and being a team leader for a guy. So it's been great having him on the team.
Yeah, looking at tonight's opponent, Chatham, your team beat them at the end of the last month, January, by 20. Your second largest margin of victory in PAC play this season. What adjustments are you expecting from them after that first meeting?
Yeah, we jumped out to a pretty big lead in that first half, and then the second half it was pretty even. Again, they're a really good offensive team. They struggled to make shots here last time. I could see them making a few more this time, and we just got to do a really good job. They have a lot of good shooters. With Zach Genther and Drew Visner and Easton Fulmer. Those guys can really shoot it. So we got to make sure we're taking away the three, force them in the tough twos. And then Dion Pinkett and Loveson Zaber are just two of the most talented guys in the league. We got to do a great job of having great activity on them and not allowing them to get to their strengths and force them into a lot of tough shots.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks so much. Good luck, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom Rook, with Westminster coach David Richards. And now it's time to send it down to the third member of our broadcast crew. Let's go down to R.J. Scott to tell us about Chatham coach Brian Beaudenay.
pressure moment for head coach Brian Bowden, a first year at the helm for the Chatham Cougars, only the third coach in program history. He is one win away from the P.A.C. championship, but standing in his way is familiar folk, head coach David Richards, who took Chatham to heights like never seen before. Now he looks to add to his legacy and try to dethrone the Titans to get to that PAC championship. We will have to wait and see how it all plays out tonight.
Thank you. We'll hear from RJ throughout this basketball game. Time to look at this P.A.C. tournament, even peek at the women's tournament so far as well.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. Obviously, Westminster takes down St. Vincent back on Tuesday. Chatham does the same to Grove City, and they meet now in the P.A.C. semifinals. Franciscan and W&J meet, and that will be the championship game. But Franciscan takes down Allegheny in the quarters. W&J takes down Geneva. That one is at W&J as well. They will at 8 p.m. tip-off. They will have home court advantage all the way through. So if W&J wins, winner of this game travels to Washington.
On the ladies' side.
That's right. Westminster falls in a heartbreaker to St. Vincent. So the Bearcats face the Bison as Bethany takes down Allegheny in the quarters. W&J and Chatham meet in a PAC championship rematch from last year, which saw W&J victorious after the Presidents take down Geneva in the quarters and Chatham to Grove City, respectively.
All right, so keep an eye on both of those PAC track championships going on at the indoor track as well. We'll peek in on that throughout the evening as well. Let's take a look at Westminster recently. Of course, the Titans coming off a big win against St. Vincent on Tuesday here at home, 80-76. The Titans led by as many as 15. DJ Harrell led the way with 26 points in the game, including 10 of 10 from the line. After St. Vincent had cut the lead down to 2. Harrell had 2 free throws with 4 seconds left to seal the win. Trey DePietro with 16 points, 2 big threes in the game, and Drew Weir with 9. Anthony Bruce, a career high off the bench with 9 points for the Titans in the win.
Well, Chatham's been hot as well, Mark, riding a 4-game win streak. That includes, of course, the quarterfinal victory against Grove City, a 69-60 win over the Wolverines in the PAC quarterfinal. Chatham trailed 33-26 at the half, but they outscored the Wolverines 43-27 in the latter half. Deion Pinkett had 16 points. Jake Tenberg had 13. Zach Genther had 12, and Drew Visner had 11. 6 Cougars scored, 4 in double figures. They shot just over 41% from the field, 6 of 25 from 3. Efficient from the free throw line, Mark, 11 of 14 with 38 rebounds and 9 bench points as well.
As we take a look at history between these two teams all time, Westminster trails, winning 10 and losing 13.
That's right, Mark, but they are riding that 1-game streak thanks to the win they had back in January, breaking a 6-game loss streak. They are 10-10 in the conference, and this is their first matchup, their first matchup dates back to January 2015. Titans are 8-4 when playing on Ron Galbraith court, and a lot of those 13 losses came at the hands of their now head coach, David Richards.
Take a look at some team stats. A big one that's not on our screen to start with, but Westminster is 12-2 so far this year at home, and Chatham away is 6-6. I want to throw that one in there because that matters. Offense at 76% for Westminster and 79.5 for Chatham. Defense, Westminster number 3 in the conference at 71.5 points a game to the 74 for Chatham. Free throw wise, Westminster at 69%. Chatham number 2 from the free throw line at 73%. Westminster has made the 4th most threes in the conference at 215. And 232 made threes on the Chatham side puts them at number 2 as well. Both teams with a similar percentage.
Omar can't get a whole lot closer on the stats. You look at the rebounds, only a 2-point deficit with Chatham out rebounding Westminster by 2. Then steals even closer with 7 per game for each team. Assists, both teams share the ball 14 times per game, and Chatham turns the ball over 12 to Westminster's 11 times per game. Mark talked about the home and away records. Chatham won 11 straight home games with the win against Grove City. Now 6-6, dominant at home and right at 500 on the road. That's going to matter, like you said again today, especially considering Titans 11-2 at home on the season.
Before we send it to our first break, happy birthday to Coach Richard's daughter, Aria. It's her first birthday today, hopefully to celebrate in fine style with Dad later on. We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got the national anthem for you, as well as the key players, officials, and the starters, all part of basketball action on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit reedactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
Back here, Buzz Ridl Gymnasium, Westminster College. And, moments away from our national anthem, which will be sung by Maddie McLean from the Westminster swim team.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Our national anthem, Maddie McLean from the swim team. Well done there, Maddie. Some of the key players in our game this evening include DJ Harrell, averaging 20 points a game for the Titans. That's number 2 in the P.A.C. Also amongst the top in minutes and free throws and field goal percentage. Drew Weir averages 14.5 a game, 51% from the field. Trey DePietro, 12 points and 5 rebounds. He's number 4 in blocks at 50% from the field as well. Nick Hergenrother, 86 assists on the season. That's number 5 in the P.A.C. Also number 5 in steals. Lucas Stanley with 46 threes leads the way for the Titans. And the Titans without Nick Ryan tonight. He is out with a knee injury.
Well, Mark, you cannot talk about this Chatham team without talking about P.A.C. Player of the Year, Dion Pinkett. Leads with 17.5 points per game. Just hit 1,300 total career points in that last playoff game. Levinson Xavier, leader in rebounds. And then Jake Tenberg as well, the transfer from Stonehill College, averaging 12.1 per game. And lastly, Drew Visner, 3 straight games in double figures and 11.2 points per game.
Our officials for this game tonight include Brad Cavey, Kyle Stewart, and Dale Ross. And time now for our starting lineups for Westminster. They look like this. Number 2, Lucas Stanley, a 6'2 freshman, averages 7 a game. Number 5, DJ Harrell, the 6-foot grad student, averaging 20 a game. Drew Weir wears 13, the 6'6 senior, averages 14.5 points a game. Number 22, Mick Hergenrother, the 6-foot senior, averaging 6 a game. And number 25, Trey DePietro, averaging 12 points a game, the 6'7 senior.
And out of Eureka, California, rocking number 0, Drew Visner, the 6'3 junior guard. Levinson Xavier, the senior guard out of Naples, Florida, wearing number 1. Dion Pinkett, Player of the Year, 6'1 senior out of McKees Rocks and Montour High School. Zach Genther, a 6-foot grad student, wanted to come back for more out of Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. And then Jake Tenberg, a 6'6 senior 5-man out of Los Angeles, California.
P.A.C. semifinal action. Westminster and Chatham, the winner to play the winner. Franciscan and W&J, they're set to tip off down at W&J at 8 o'clock tonight. Chatham will wear a black uniform. Have a gray number, silverish Chatham across the front. Westminster in the home whites with the blue numbers, blue letters, and blue trim. We're in Tenberg toe-to-toe on the Titan logo at the center of our floor. Ball in the air, tap controlled by Westminster, and it's basketball time at Buzz Ridl Gymnasium. Westminster moving left to right to start this game. Hergenrother around a high screen. Will feed it to DePietro on the wing left. Over to Harrell. Works on the Ron Galbraith logo to the top of the key. Back to Hergenrother. Hergenrother will hand to Stanley and back out front to DePietro. DePietro hands it off to Hergenrother with a shot clock at 4. Mick moves to his right. Mick to the basket. Off the layup is good. A right-hand layup off the glass and good for Mick Hergenrother.
That's the start you want. Win the tip, then go down and score first. And good patience from the Titans. Single digits on the shot clock, no problem.
One of the keys is wait for that good shot, and they got a really good one at the end. Pinkett works against Hergenrother. Out front, it'll go to Visner on the wing. To Tenberg, catch and shoot. 3 top of the key is off the rim, no good. Drew Weir with a Titan rebound.
Rebounding going to be important today, Mark. Not a big margin between these two.
Morrell on that wing left, working against Pinkett. Comes around the high screen from DePietro. Tries to get down the lane, spins, ball knocked away, and it's a takeaway for Pinkett. Pinkett on the year, number 2 in the P.A.C. in steals. It goes down deep inside for Genther, and he lost his balance. It's a travel.
Well, this turnover margin, Mark, it is slim. Westminster 4th in the PAC at plus .96. Chatham 5th in the PAC at .64. You got to capitalize off of these turnovers and do everything you can to keep the ball in your hands.
So many of these stats, Ben, and we went through them, just so similar for both teams. The margin of difference in the stats is minuscule. Right side it goes to Weir with a Westminster 2-0 lead. 18:43 to go here in the first half. Ball poked out of bounds by Chatham. Well, a nice crowd here coming into Buzz Ridl Gymnasium. People still streaming through the door as we get underway.
And that student section, 3-4 open seats maybe as I can try and count them out.
Inbound for Hergenrother. Go right side for Stanley. Stanley top of the key for DePietro with the shot clock at 18. Hergenrother top of the key, spins in the paint, feeds it to Weir. He has his 3 blocked. Xavier got a hand on it. And the ball into the hands of Pinkett across the timeline for Chatham. Lob it left corner. Genther left alone. Fires a 3. It's off the rim. No good. And the rebound grab by Stanley.
2 straight misses for Genther for 3.
Titans top of the key will feed it to Harrell. Harrell comes across the high screen. Stop, pop, a long 3 for DJ. Is good. Boy, about 3 feet off the line. And Harrell with number 28 from distance on the season. 5-0 Westminster.
Oh, you want to wake up a crowd, Mark. Pull one from the logo with nothing but net. This crowd now ignited. Titans up 5-0.
Xavier on the right wing. Little slip screen from Tenberg, and now Xavier into the paint, working against Weir. Feeds it out front to Genther. And then the pick at top of the key. Right side back to Tenberg. 3 in the air. Got 39 threes on the year for Jake Tenberg. Not afraid to be out there, and he was deep as well. 5-3 Westminster. 17:36 to go in the first half.
All 3 shot attempts, been 3 balls for Chatham. They're 1 of 3 today.
Harrell back top of the key. It's a pick from DePietro. Working the left-hand dribble. Right side for Weir in the corner for Hergenrother. Hergenrother with a baseline drive. Feeds it inside for DePietro. Put it off the glass. It rolls off. No good. Got it back. Put it up. Put it in. Offensive board in the bucket for Trey DePietro.
Really, really good second chance point there for the Titans and a better offensive rebound. They didn't have a great boards last game, Mark. That's a good one early there for the Titans.
Titans up 7-3. Top of the key, Tenberg. Working against DePietro. Doesn't give him as much room this time. Off to Pinkett. Pinkett moves to his left into the paint, and it's poked away by Hergenrother. A Titan takeaway.
Hergenrother leads the team with 53 steals. Another big one there.
7-3 Westminster lead. 16:46 to go. We're in the first half. DePietro left side for Hergenrother. Hergenrother feeds Weir at the top of the key. Back out front to DePietro, then to Weir. Fought him out of 3. Spins in the lane. Hard to the basket. Blocked again. And it went off the head of Weir and out of bounds. Another block for Xavier.
Yeah, Xavier step in step with Weir there. It's a really great block, and it's a nice, good bounce for Chatham to go off the head of the 6'6" Weir. Avoid a Titan reset.
Little full court pressure by Westminster. Little token man-to-man here. As Genther will bring it across the timeline. Genther, the top of the key. Bounce pass right side for Tenberg. Tenberg backdoor cut to Genther. Shot inside, lays it up and in. Harrell got there a bit late, tried to get the block and couldn't get it. First basket for Zach Genther.
And just a really nice burst of speed from him in the paint to beat Harrell.
7-5. The Westminster lead. Drew Weir, top of the key, will hand to Stanley, closely guarded by Visner. To Hergenrother on the wing, double team, feed it to DePietro. Baseline jumper is up and good. Gave him space, knocked it down. Trey DePietro with 4.
He's been confident from that spot all season, Mark. A nice look and a nice make.
9-5 Westminster. Up front, Pinkett gets to his right, gets the basket, lays it up and in. Able to get quickly to his right that time. Was last year's Player of the Year, Dion Pinkett, his first two, 9-7 Westminster.
Seldom does he lose those one-on-one battles. You're just going to have to take those on the chin if you're Westminster.
Petro will hand to Stanley, top of the key, right side of Hergenrother. Hergenrother out front for Harrell, gets a pick from Stanley, and then a first foul going to be called on Dion Pinkett with a little collision out front with DJ Harrell. And that's going to take us to the media timeout. Take the media timeout at the 15-19 mark. Westminster 9, Chatham 7. Back with more in a moment on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio, and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
Mark Slazak back here with Ben Kelly. Westminster and Chatham P.A.C. semifinals. Westminster leading 9-7 with 15-19 to go in the first half. In a moment, we'll get down to RJ and get a word as he's listening in to Coach Richards and the Titan bench right now. You see early play by Hergenrother getting to the basket, and then Harrell with that deep three to give Westminster this early lead. 4 for DePietro. 2 each for Pinkett and Genther, and a 3 for Tenberg. Titans also have 2 from Hergenrother, and that 3 you saw from Harrell. There's DePietro from the wing. Let's go down to RJ.
Just came back from the Titans huddle, and Coach Richards really emphasized ball movement and keeping the pace going. Both teams very high pace, can play both sides well, so the key to this matchup is pace and movement.
Hergenrother will feed DePietro, and then left side to Drew Weir. Weir one dribble, looking inside, feeds Harrell, and now posting up Pinkett, trying to back in, now double team, gets it back out to Weir. Weir puts it on the floor, back to Harrell in the corner with the shot clock at 3, shot clock at 2, long bomb, Hergenrother, back rim, no good, rebound grab by Levinston Xavier. Across the timeline, Pinkett left wing, bangs against Harrell to the basket, blocked from behind by Harrell. And out of bounds, the ball will belong to Chatham.
Well, I said he rarely loses those one-on-ones down low, Mark, but there Harrell gets the victory. Look at the grad student, DJ Harrell, come in here and just be patient, bide his time. He loses the bump and makes it back.
Inbound is blocked, though, by Stanley, and Westminster gets the basketball right back. Here comes Harrell across the timeline. Harrell feeds it out front to Petro for the triple. Short, no good. Rebound grab by Genther. Chatham on the run, down 9-7, 14:35 in this first half. Getting into the hoop, Genther puts a shot up and good, and a foul to go with it. A chance for a Genther three-point play.
And a chance for the first Chatham lead of the game, and that's great composure to force a turnover on defense, get the big rebound after you lose the ball on the inbound, and then go get a big basket and a chance at a three-point play.
Genther averages 5 points a game, the grad student, with a chance for 5 right here early on. Foul shot is up and good for Genther. And it's a 10-9 Chatham lead.
Both teams got one foul now, Pinkett and Hergenrother for Chatham and Westminster.
Top of the key, Hergenrother goes to Harrell on that left side. Harrell to the wing. Harrell another long bomb 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound tapped into the corner and grabbed by Visner. Chatham on the run across the timeline. Visner top of the key to Xavier, splits a double team, ball slapped away by Weir off the leg of Xavier and out of bounds, Westminster ball.
Well, you gotta love the growth of Drew Weir as a player, Mark. That's maybe a play that came after the David Richards era had started. A great defensive move from him. His defensive game has grown immensely with the arrival of Coach Dave Richards. A good play from him there.
Westminster 4 of 10 from the field here early, 4 of 8 for Chatham. Hergenrother's going to step into a long 3. It's off the back rim. No good. Fight for the rebound through the hands of Stanley and grabbed by Tenberg.
A lot of good shot for Westminster, just not getting the ball to fall the way they want.
Chatham basketball with a 1-point lead. 13:46 to go in the first half. Xavier backing in against Harrell. Harrell with a reach in. Tries to get the block and gets the foul. So DJ Harrell will pick up his first foul.
His first, Hergenrother's got one as well. Those two had 4 fouls in that St. Vincent quarterfinal, Mark. Drew Weir fouled out with 5.
Seemed like at one point everybody had foul trouble down the stretch for Westminster, but able to pull out that victory. Xavier foul line left makes the first one. Levinson Xavier, 79% from the line, averages 16 points a game. Xavier will shoot one more time. Line left. And it's in and out, no good. Harrell with the rebound for Westminster.
Harrell climbs the ladder nicely to get that left-hand rebound.
11-9 the lead for Chatham. Stanley will go to Weir and then to Hergenrother. Hergenrother spins to the lane, out front forward to Petro. Feed it back inside, lefty layup up and good for Stanley. Nice give and go on the assist for Trey DePietro.
Great look, better finish, and you see Stanley acknowledge DePietro for the pass after the bucket ties us up at 11.
13-15 to go here. First half. Genther feed it to Tenberg and back to Genther. Top of the key. Genther a couple of dribbles to his right to Xavier out front. Three in the air is good. Levinson Xavier 32 threes now on the year. 14-11 Chatham.
Had Weir's hand in the face. It didn't matter. A really nice confident shot from Xavier there.
Stanley left wing comes around his screen to Weir. Weir hesitates and spins into the paint. Right, then left, puts it up off the glass and good. Drew Weir with great extension, and Westminster cuts that lead to 1.
And just crafting the paint, really nice finish from the senior Weir.
Right side, backing in, Pinkett, double team, feeds it back out front for Xavier. Thought about another three, instead puts it on the floor against Weir. Fadeaway jumper off the rim, no, got it back, put it up, and missed the layup. And the rebound grab by Hergenrother. Head right side for Westminster to Harrell. A nifty move. Harrell with the basket off the glass. No good. Did not get the foul that he was hoping for. And the rebound grab by Tenberg.
Looked like he might have been trying to draw a foul there going up, Mark.
Spinning left side is Pinkett. And spins into a foul. Foul's going to go on Drew Weir. Drew his first, team third for Westminster.
Chatham doing a nice job at sharing the ball nicely, having good patience, surveying the perimeter, then going down into the paint, drawing these tough fouls against Westminster. They've got 3 so far this half.
Line left for Pinkett. Foul shot is up and in and out, no good. Titans without Nick Ryan tonight. Nick with a knee injury, out for the rest of the season. Nick had a career day when these teams matched up on January 31st with 27 points and 13 rebounds. They'll miss that today. Second shot, no good.
Those are 2 big misses. Westminster now a chance to get themselves back ahead in this game, only down 1.
12 minutes to go, first half. Harrell on the wing. They'll feed it out front for DePietro. DePietro to Sifke, who's checked in with Koros. Koros to Harrell and back to DePietro out front. DePietro spins against Tenberg, trying to get room. Now ducks, shoots with the right hand, it's no good. And a whistle and a foul going to go against Chatham. Nick Hergenrother rushes in to get DePietro off the floor. And that'll take us to the media timeout under 12. 11 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the first half. Chatham 14, Westminster 13. And we're back with more in a moment in your home of the Titans, Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Back here, Buzz Ridl Gymnasium, Ron Galbraith Court, Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. Westminster trailing Chatham 14-13 here in the early going.
Mark talked about dominate the paint, one of the 3 keys of the game. Westminster leads the paint point battle 8-6 over Chatham. Chatham has had 2 offensive rebounds, but no second chance points yet. Good, tenacious defense from Westminster to stay with the ball.
5 early points for Genther, 4 for Levinston Xavier. Westminster led by DePietro with 4. DePietro was fouled going into the media timeout, so Trey is going to shoot 2 foul shots. Let's go down to RJ.
Briefly in the huddle, Coach Richards really emphasizing the transition. We're too slow getting down the court. We're doing great on defense, but we have to get to our spots. Like I said previously, pace is the key for the Titans to succeed on the offensive side.
Thank you, RJ. Line right for Trey DePietro. The senior shooting 70% from the line on the season. First foul shot is good.
And it gets us back tied to 14. Trey DePietro, one of the star players this season by far, Mark.
5 early points for Trey. One more line to the right. Foul shot up and good. 6 for DePietro, halfway to his average, and Westminster leads 15-14. Norfleet, number 4, now checks into the game with a basketball across the timeline for the Chatham Cougars. Norfleet with a left-hand dribble. Checked in for Genther. Left side to Tenberg. Tenberg goes inside to Pinkett. Pinkett trying to post up against Hergenrother. Spins and shoots off the glass and good with the left hand. So isolation for Pinkett. And Pinkett gets his 4th point.
He got an extra 3-4 inches of height on Hergenrother. Uses it all as he wins that post battle.
Hergenrother working right wing. Comes off a high screen from DePietro. DePietro will feed Sifke. Sifke, top of the key over to Hergenrother, wing left. Hergenrother, top of the key with the shot clock at 11. Bounce it inside of DePietro. It's taken away. It's a steal for Visner. Visner on the run, feeds Pinkett on the wing. Back out front for Xavier. Xavier working against Koros. Xavier feeds it into Pinkett, again trying to isolate Hergenrother. Pinkett with a right-hand dribble, spins, dumps it low. Visner, nice cut, lays it in. Good work from Pinkett. And Pinkett, a great passer as well, number 3 in the P.A.C. with assists.
99 total assists on the season now, like you said, 3rd in the P.A.C. Maxwell Gordon led for St. Vincent in the P.A.C.
18-15, Chatham on top. Top of the key, it goes to DePietro and then to Harrell. Harrell top of the key. Harrell moving to his left, stop, pop, jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound fought for, and we're going to have a Westminster foul. Looks like Koros may have caused the collision down below. When Westminster played Chatham the first time, they were lights out shooting in the first half. And so far in this one, we've had a lot of balls just rattle out for the Titans. The Titans were at 52-31 at the half in that first matchup.
Third key, Coach Richards find a good shot. They're all pretty good shots. I think Mark just not quite getting the role they need.
Visner out front had the ball knocked away. Feed it top of the key to Donovan Callahan, who's checked in. Back down low to Pinkett, throws it up and in with a left hand. That time Sifke matched up on Pinkett, but Pinkett scores again in the baseline area.
Largest lead of the night now for Chatham. They tie Westminster's largest lead at 5 points.
6 for Pinkett. 20-15. Chatham on top. Cross it left side. Sifke in the corner. Fakes a 3. Called for a travel. Ball turned over back to Chatham with a 5-point lead. 9:34 to go here in this first half. And Westminster going to bring Stanley and Weir back in. And also for the first time, we'll see Anthony Bruce.
Well, Bruce had a career day last game against St. Vincent. Mark 9 points, all from beyond the arc. He was very confident shooter, the mid-season transfer in from the University of Mount Union.
Across the timeline comes Norfleet. Top of the key to Callahan. Callahan feeds it on the left wing to Visner. Down low it goes to Xavier. Xavier backing in, shoots, and can't get it. Good defense there by Harrell. Rebound grab by Koros, and then a reach-in foul on Xavier. Xavier did not like the call, but gets his first nonetheless.
And good from Koros getting in on that play late, Mark. Grab the loose ball and make a tightened possession. Also, give Chatham a foul.
3 team fouls on Chatham. The inbound goes to Bruce. Bruce, a transfer student midway in the season from Mount Union. As Ben mentioned a moment ago, his biggest game of the year with 9 points in the quarterfinal win. Bruce, pull up, jumper is wide, no good, and the rebound pulled out there by Visner. Norfleet trying to push the pace across the timeline. Norfleet, and poked away by Bruce. Loose on the floor, grabbed by Stanley, and then Norfleet with a reach-in foul.
And quickly now leveled up at 4 fouls apiece. That's the first for Norfleet as well.
And just quick hands there by Anthony Bruce to poke that ball away from Norfleet in the open court during transition.
And that's good. You miss the shot, but you get back home and you get right back on defense. Be a full 96-foot player.
Bruce running the point right now with Harrell in that right corner. Weir spins at the top of the key, right, then left, and puts it up off the glass and good. A spinning lefty shot for Drew Weir. He has 4, and it's 20-17, Chatham on top. Comes Pinkett quickly down the floor, feed it inside, underneath the basket, shot by Callahan is no good, and a rebound grab by Westminster. Titans looking to run, they have numbers, Harrell to the basket, stripped away, and there's a takeaway for Xavier. Here comes Chatham on the run, they have numbers, Callahan put it up, blocked underneath by Koros and out of bounds.
Oh, a chance to breathe. I don't know, what is that, 4 or 5 consecutive fast breaks. Back to that last basket from Weir. Second time we've seen him, nice shifty spin moves in the post, and both these teams showing the importance of defensive rebounding as good looks up and down the floor.
8:16 on the clock. Chatham to inbound with a 3-point lead at 20-17. Ball to Pinkett. Pinkett going left, and he bangs into Harrell. And Harrell going to pick up his second foul.
Well, Harrell not pleased. He thinks he should have been drawing a couple fouls on the other side of the floor. Now called on one. Well, he believes there was similar contact made by the body language.
So second foul on Harrell. 15 foul, but a shooting opportunity for Dion Pinkett. Pinkett 0 of 2 from the line so far tonight. And look at David Richards talking things over with the officials. Pinkett's first foul, shots off the back rim, no good.
Pinkett 0 for 3 from the line today, Mark. He's all-time single-season leading scorer at Chatham with 482 points last year.
One more line left for Pinkett. That one's up and good. Pinkett with 7, and it's a 4-point lead for Chatham. Harrell working the point now, top of the key, directing traffic for Anthony Bruce. Harrell wants a screen from Stanley, gives it back to Stanley, top of the key. Stanley will hand off to Skevos Koros on the right wing. Skevos trying to get downhill, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Easton Fulmer. Fulmer just checking into the game. Fulmer, the senior. 5 team fouls apiece, and 7:50 on our clock takes us to the media timeout. With 7:50 to go in the first half, it's Chatham 21, it's Westminster 17. We're back with more in a moment on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit reedactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
21-17, the lead for Chatham over Westminster. Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. 7:50 to go here in the first half. A couple of Chatham defensive plays early on. The block there by Xavier early in the game, and Xavier hitting a 3 as well. And then they've been able to isolate Pinkett down low, and when the Titans went with a double team, Pinkett made the assist when he's not scoring on his own. Trey DePietro with 6, Dion Pinkett with 7, leading scorers for each team. Let's go down to RJ.
Coach Beaudenay simply expressed, we got to be careful with the hands, using too much of them. And when we get in the bonus, also, they're looking to exploit the post and have the corners open to score on offense.
Titans the inbound. It's Weir on that wing left. Weir going to rise and shoot, and the 3's off the back rim. No good. Rebound into the corner. I think Xavier may have touched it. Officials will confer. And they're going to say Chatham basketball.
Lucas Stanley and most of the Titan football team believe that hit off Xavier in the just rolling on to the corner, but ball stays with Chatham.
Jackson Hendershot wearing number 4 is in there for the Titans now, and Mick Hergenrother is checked back in as well. Chatham gets Genther back in the game wearing number 3. As Norfleet gets a break, and so does Visner. So Genther around a high screen, working right side. Picks up the dribble, and he'll swing it around to Fulmer on wing left. Down low it goes to Pinkett again, trying to isolate. Pinkett double team, and Pinkett in trouble, and the ball taken away by Stanley. Stanley on the run for Westminster. Stanley to the wing, to the layup. He can't get it to go, but a foul. A blocking foul underneath going to be called on Fulmer. as he tried to take the charge, and Easton Fulmer gets his second foul.
Oh, the fourth steal of the day for Westminster leads to the sixth team foul for Chatham, and Lucas Stanley, the freshman, has been so great so far all playoffs, and he is hit hard going up to the rack, and I don't know if he knew he got fouled or if they knew they called the foul, but he looked around. They're not going to call that. They called that. Don't worry, he'll shoot too.
Foul shot line right for Stanley. He's been excellent from the line this year, now 9 of 10. He'll get one more line right. Stepped into a bigger role with the Nick Ryan injury back on February 18th, just before halftime of the Grove City College matchup. Second shot for Stanley up and good. 4 for Stanley, and Westminster will cut the deficit to Chatham down to 2.
Two big makes from the freshman out of Union, Lucas Stanley.
Xavier on the wing. Double teamed as he wanted to pick. Will now get into the paint. Off balance shot's not going to go, but going to say on his way up, the foul on Lucas Stanley. And 2 shots coming for Xavier.
All it gives and it takes away, both ends of the floor, but Xavier so far on the day, 1 of 2 from the free throw line on the season. He's done very well, marches under 80%, 79.4.
The line left, Xavier first foul shot is good. 2 great seniors here in Dion Pinkett and Lovinson. Xavier, as Coach Richards all year said, these are 2 of the best players in the P.A.C. Makes the first, makes the second. So Xavier gets them both. 4-point lead for Chatham. Xavier going to check out as Tenberg gets back into the game. On the Chatham side. 6:56 to go here, first half. P.A.C. semifinal, winner moves on, loser's done. Left side, Hendershot comes off a screen, down the lane, righty layup, it's wide open, and he lays it in off the glass. Oh, the seas parted for Jackson Hendershot.
Well, it's the head fake at the top of the key mark, looking to Lucas Stanley, that diverts the defender and gives him the open lane.
Right side, Genther spins and kicks it back out. Tenberg open, fires a 3, it's off the rim, no rebound, out of bounds off of Pinkett, Westminster ball. Back to that Hendershot, that little head fake too. He's at the top of the key. Everybody's rushing him thinking he's going to shoot a 3. And then at a wide open layup to the basket.
A nice bit of swagger as he comes back home as well. Go back and play defense, but a big make and a big turnover now for Westminster as they get the inbound, trying to tie the game or even take the lead down too.
Left side for Hendershot. Hendershot feeds it to DePietro's trekked back in for Westminster. DePietro back cut. Feeds it to Hendershot, open for Hergenrother, 3. It's off the rim. No, rebound, Weir, but no. A foul underneath the basket. They're going to call Weir with the push-off. He got himself wide open under the hoop. Foul number 2 on Drew Weir. 7th Westminster foul, and now a 1-and-1 on the other end.
It looked like the easiest bucket Drew Weir could ever dream of having wide open in the post. And
Drew is shocked that the foul was on him as they fought for the rebound.
he believes he was fouled on the way to get the ball. It would have been the 10th defensive rebound of the day for Westminster.
Line left. Foul shot first of the 1-and-1 around the rim and in for Callahan. Donovan Callahan, the 6'4 junior, averages 4 points a game, 71% from the line, so he makes his first.
Stanley checks back in for Drew Weir now.
One more line left for Callahan. That was nothing but net. And it's a 4-point Chatham lead. 6:06 to go, first half. 25-21 Chatham. Harrell on the wing left, top of the key to Hergenrother and back to Harrell. Harrell right side, working against Pinkett, bangs in, fakes, takes, blocked inside, got it back, fakes again, fakes a 3rd time, lays it in and out, and no good, and he'll get to the line. Boy, everything but in for Harrell and the chance for the 3-point play. Instead, the grad student will shoot 2.
How does that stay out? 4 or 5 bounces around the rim there. Mark, great to get the swatted ball and just very physical up top, but man, how does that ball not find its way to let gravity do its job, stays out of the rim.
Foul shot is good by Harrell. Second foul on Dion Pinkett. That's team foul number 7 on Chatham as well. So both teams into the bonus.
Once again, officials calling a very even game on the foul shot or foul calls.
And I think tighter. I think both of these President Athletic Conference playoff games have been called much tighter than the regular season so far. Second foul shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Stanley had a piece of it. Over the top of him is Pinkett. That might be the 3rd foul on Dion Pinkett, and it is. And that's a huge move as Pinkett got tied up with Stanley. Credit Stanley for getting the position and just holding on. When Stanley pulled the ball down, Pinkett came over the top. He had no choice because his arm was stuck in there. And he ends up with a unfortunate foul for Dion Pinkett and the Chatham squad.
Well, the player of the year heads to the benchmark, now in foul trouble with 3. Titans had a similar situation. DJ Harrell had 3 fouls in the first half last game against Westminster. He had 26 points and everything was all right. So don't count Pinkett and Chatham out just because Pinkett's in foul trouble.
Stanley, line right, will hit the first foul shot in the front end of the 1-and-1, hits the second as well. Stanley now with 6 points, 4 from the line, and Westminster has cut the Chatham lead down to 1.
Well, we talked about the 3-point play that DJ Harrell couldn't get. It's a 4-point possession overall with the 2 foul shots now, or 2 foul trips.
Genther will bring it across the timeline. Working against Mick Hergenrother. Genther to the foul line, spins back out front for Xavier. Long 3, good! A knock to the floor by Koros with no call as well, and count the 3 for Xavier. That's his second one.
Yeah, he was hoping for a foul call there, didn't get one. Goes the lead back to 4.
DePietro on the wing. 28-24. Chatham on top, down the lane, laid it up, and no good. Koros couldn't get it to stay in as it rolls off the front rim. Quickly is Callahan to the basket, blocked from behind by a hustling Skevos Koros. Ball out of bounds, will stay with Chatham.
Oh, slap it into Lake Britain. Skevos Koros comes back out of nowhere and swats it right into the doors. Take a look at it. Koros.
He's not even in the picture right there, and then he comes streaking into the frame, and there it is with a block. Great hustle. Baseline inbound, though, for Chatham. Ball will come out front for Tenberg. 3 in the air. Got it. Jake Tenberg not afraid to shoot from distance. That's 43s on the year now for the 6'6" Jake Tenberg. And the biggest lead of the game is 7 for Chatham.
Yeah, 2 of 4 today on a nice high arcing 3 to grow the lead.
Stanley on the wing. Feed top of the key for DePietro. Left side for Harrell. Harrell has a lot of room. Harrell shoots a 3. It's in and out. No good. Rebound banged around. Koros grabs it in the corner. Back to Harrell yet again. And they want to set the offense. Harrell drives to his left. Gets to the hoop. Put it up with the right hand. Shot no good. Got it back. Put it up. Put it in. Offensive board in the bucket for DJ Harrell. A 5-point Chatham lead, 31-26.
Well, first you don't succeed. Try again. So does DJ Harrell. Great effort continued there.
Takeaway. What a steal for Hergenrother. Trying to go coast to coast. Righty layup short. No good. Koros still hustles for the Westminster rebound. Out to DePietro. Down the lane. Righty layup won't go. Hergenrother, though, with the rebound. At front to Harrell to reset.
He thought of a 3. He heard Richards yelling, say, get set.
Down the lane to the basket. And slapped on the way to the basket is Harrell. He'll shoot 2. Titans getting offensive rebounds to keep this possession alive. Missed a couple layups. A little bit of a lid on the hoop on that right side. And that'll take us to the media timeout with 3:57 to go in the first half.
Mark, the Westminster College Swimming and Diving team is out of their season now after PAC championships, and they are offering swimming lessons to children ages 4 to 12 who are looking to learn or improve their swimming abilities. Children are grouped by age and skill and are taught by the team members. Cost is $100 for 7 sessions, and parents are welcome to watch from the observation area. For dates and times and complete registration information, email Coach Todd Slobodniak at slobotd@westminster.edu.
31-26, Chatham leads Westminster. 3:57 to go in the first half. It's the track championships, the indoor championships going on right now as well. Big day for one of the basketballers, number 8 on the Westminster team, Ryland Dye. There's Ryland right there, setting a P.A.C. record in the high jump, and matching him with a P.A.C. record in the pole vault was Reed Yost. Titan men were leading earlier today in that P.A.C. indoor track final. We'll have more on that as it comes to us. But good luck to the Westminster men. And let's go down to R.J. Scott before we get back to action. R.J.
And yeah, Coach Richards not really happy with all the 3 balls being let up. Earlier on in the huddle, he said we got to limit the pace, but now the 3 ball is the problem. He said the problem is on defense down below. On offense, we're getting our shots up, but we got to cover the 3 and not let them have that opportunity.
Titan trail by as many as 7. They've cut it to 5. They'll have foul shots line right.
Titans 1 of 9 from 3 so far today, Mark, and like RJ was saying, problem in the defense is in the paint and finding that shot on the offense to go.
Line right, Harrell makes the first foul shot. DJ with one more and hits that one as well.
Well, he was 10 of 10 in the win against St. Vincent on Tuesday. He's been electric from that 15-foot line.
31-28 is the Chatham lead. 3:48 to go first half. Callahan out front will go to Tenberg. 2 big threes in the first half for the big guy. Tenberg puts it on the floor and feeds it to Callahan. Callahan, top the key to Xavier. Xavier hesitation dribble over to Callahan, fires a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Good job by DePietro to slap it into the direction of Chorus for the Titan rebound.
Yeah, nice boxing out by Westminster there. 10th defensive rebound for the Titans today.
Back cut, wide open, and slamming the ball down with 2 hands as DJ Harrell. And Westminster has cut it to 1, and Chatham wants a timeout. DJ Harrell with a big back cut and the flush.
Shaking down the thunder mark and bringing the heat to Buzz Ridl. Look at that noise. Look at the reaction. It's a great look from Hergenrother. Finds DePietro, who then just a nice little no-look pass and a 2-handed hammer to a swinging DJ Harrell.
Titans being limited from the outside because of the defense by Chatham. But taking full advantage of trying to get the ball inside. They had a couple layup opportunities. A big one made by Hendershot. A couple of other opportunities going right down the lane. And that time, that back cut, there was no help in the paint. There's no real rim protector on this team. You got Xavier, who's a really good shot blocker, but he's off and on the perimeter. Let's go down to RJ with Westminster down 31-30. RJ.
The energy changing in the huddle is literally science. 1 second, Coach Richards is not pleased. The next, he's happy. This is going to be a back-and-forth game for the most part. And like he said, we got to play downhill. We got to keep the pace going because this Chatham Cougar team is no team to play with. They are legit as they come.
Inbound. We'll go to Genther. Across the timeline, working against Hergenrother. 3:08 to go first half. Chatham with the ball in a 1-point lead. Double teamed is Genther. Down low, it goes to Tenberg. Right baseline, back cut inside, and Visner will lay it up and in with a left hand. Tough left hand shot for Visner.
That breaks a 6-0 run for Westminster.
And now 33-30, Chatham on top. DePietro, top of the key, will hand to DJ Harrell. Harrell around the screen. Harrell top of the key, feeds it back inside for DePietro, bangs in, knocked away from DePietro, got it back, put it up, blocked inside, but a foul. And Trey DePietro on the line to shoot 2.
10th foul of the half now for Chatham, so that's double bonus. As DePietro goes to the line to shoot a guaranteed 2.
2 shots line right for Trey. 2 of 2 from the line thus far with 6 points for the senior. Trying to cut into that 3-point Chatham lead. First foul shot is in and out, no good. Foul was on Callahan. It was his first. So one more line right for DePietro to try to cut into the 33-30 lead with 2:35 to go here in the first half. Second shot, line right for DePietro is up and good. So Trey splits the pair. Westminster trails by 2.
Always tough to make that second after he missed the first. Good composure by DePietro.
Norfleet, wing left. Feeds it to Tenberg, top of the key. Tenberg puts it on the floor, looking for a handoff, and gives it to Xavier with a shot clock at 12. Xavier trying to get downhill, gets in the paint, cut off there, ball loose, back out front to Norfleet. Shot clock at 7. Visner on the wing, 9-1-1-3, off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by DePietro. Westminster basketball.
Another good D-board for the Titans and even better defense played by DJ Harrell.
Hergenrother gets to the foul line out front to Harrell. Well, he thought about stepping into a real long one there, but passes on the 3. Harrell feeds it to Stanley. The lefty's open. It's off the front rim. No good. Tenberg with a rebound.
Titans now 1 of 10 from the 3-point line today.
Norfleet across the timeline. Top of the key. Down the lane right. Ball knocked away. A steal for Chorus. What hands he's had today. Chorus trying to go coast to coast. Lost the basketball on his hip. Diving for the loose ball into the corner is going to be Chatham. I don't have the number on who did the dive, and I think they got a timeout there as well, as it's right in front of Coach Baudonnet in the bench.
Well, Visner was the first to pop up. Not, again, sure if it was in fact him to dive with Kouros.
I think it was. Great hustle by Visner to get on top of that. And then the timeout. taken by Coach Beaudenay right in front of him.
Well, we never do this on Thursdays, but you can watch WCN's must-watch show, Titantown Sports. A new episode today. Catch all the action plus inside stories on sports from around Titantown, Westminster, and the P.A.C. High school sports and more. Join us as we break down the big games, talk to coaches and players, dig behind the scenes, and keep you connected to everything happening in sports in our area. Don't miss Titantown Sports on the Westminster College Network, WCN.
Big story on Coach Scott Benzel and part of that Titantown Sports. Coach Benzel leaving Westminster, gonna head south and coaching with the Duke Blue Devils as an assistant. Let's go down to RJ.
Coach Richards specifically saying we got to watch the split in the post. Obviously, the three-point was getting exploited earlier, but now the post is starting to opening up. You got to worry about one thing, then the other comes. So watch the Titans really lock in on defense and try to allow a limited amount of shots in the post.
Thank you very much, RJ. So off the diving recovery off the Titans turnover. And we're looking at this again. The shot clock is at 24, so I don't know if the shot clock is what the issue is, but if we can get a peek in there and see what the officials might be talking about and looking at right now as they are at the monitor. And again, a lot of different things we look at. Time on the clock, shot clock. It was a diving recovery. It was not a held ball to call, so.
I'm curious to see if they're going for possession, if they're going for time. We'll only have to wait and see.
So officials now in a little brief conference, and our cameraman Peyton Mell in the middle of that, so if he hears anything, he'll let us know too. They'll walk over to Dave Richards, and looks like they're pointing up at the shot clock is what they may want to adjust. Or possibly even the game clock on when that timeout occurred. Our officials, Brad Cavey, Kyle Stewart, Dale Ross. They adjust the shot clock back to 29. So the shot clock goes to 29, the game clock stays at 1:33. And they figured that Visner dove on the ball, maybe a second one off, and that was it. So inbound for Chatham with a 2-point lead with 1:30 to go in the first half. Northfleet on the right wing. Northfleet feeds it out front to Tenberg. Tenberg to Easton Fulmer, back to Tenberg, into the corner, runs it down, fires an off-balance three and hit it. Oh, Tenberg, 3 threes in the first half. He's been a huge difference.
Yeah, it's a broken play for Tenberg, but he gets the loose ball and puts it up off balance, and it looks like routine.
And Mick Hergenrather will cross the timeline. He'll take a timeout with 1:07 to go, and that'll take us into a timeout as well. We'll take a break. Westminster trailing Chatham 36, Westminster 31, 1:07 to go in the first half. You're home of the Titans right here at Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
Back here at Buzz Ridl Gymnasium, I'm Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly. RJ Scott working the sidelines for us. Westminster and Chatham to battle in the P.A.C. semifinals. Chatham last year's champ. Let's go down to RJ.
Coach Beaudenay specifically said, we got to stay together. We got to finish this half strong. The game's not over. Though we have the lead, we got to stay consistent, believe in each other, and most importantly, finish. This game is still up in the air for both teams.
Thank you, RJ. It'll be a Titan inbound in front of the Chatham bench on the Titan side of the court. Out front to Harrell, who's checked back in offensively. Ball goes out front to DePietro. Hand to Stanley. Turn, shoot, three. Got it. That was a big one. And the first three for Lucas Stanley in this game. And Westminster's cut the lead down to 2.
Good to get that one back now. 2 of 11 from the day. Now maybe you get the water flowing a bit.
Out front, Xavier. Working with the left hand. Hesitates. Gets to the basket. Off balance. Shot off the glass and good. Nicely done by Levinson Xavier.
Yeah, really, really crafty. Nice little transition move midair. Create the fake and get the basket.
Harrell brings it across the timeline with the game clock at 29, the shot clock at 18, so a difference of about 10 seconds. Right now, just isolation dribble for Harrell. Nobody moving. Now the Titans get some movement. Harrell works to his right. Step back. 3 in the air is going to be no good, but they called him a little shuffle step and a travel. Anthony Bruce going to check in, I think, for Harrell with a couple of fouls here with just 15 seconds to go here in the first half. So Harrell with a couple of fouls, 3 fouls on Dion Pinkett. He's been on the bench for a while here for Chatham. Inbound will go to Xavier with 15 seconds. Westminster trails 38-34. Can you get a stop, Titans? He'll find out. Xavier working with a right-hand dribble against Corus. Going to pull from three and hit it. Lovison Xavier, his third three of the first half. 2-1, and Stanley will fire from three-quarter court. It's too late, and we will go to the half with Chatham on top. Again, matching their largest lead with that three-pointer. They're up 41-34 here at the half. We'll take our halftime break. We've got numbers from the first half. We come back. Also hope to talk to Jason Leonard, athletic director of Westminster College, as well during the halftime break. Again, at the half, Chatham 41, Westminster 34, on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly. We're here at the half, 41-34. Chatham leads Westminster. And let's go down to the sidelines as R.J. Scott is here with Westminster coach David Richards. Go ahead, R.J.
Here with head coach David Richards at the half, 41-34 right now. Titans down. Coach Richards, a very intense game so far. Playoff game. You've been here before, though. What is the overall message going into the locker room?
We got to defend, right? We were very poor defensively that half. A lot of them get way too many clean looks. You got to defend in playoff games to win games. Our defense got to get a lot better in the second half.
And something I noticed from offensive side, 2 of 11 from the three so far. A slow start, not typical. What do we got to do to get that going with the players?
Yeah, I think we missed some open shots, but I think our pace offensively and a little more ball movement will help us out a lot in the second half.
And Chatham hitting threes everywhere. I heard you in the huddle say earlier we got to get a hand on them. We got to get a man in their face. What is the overall just mindset with that? Because you're obviously playing good defense, but those open threes are killing you, especially with the post being guarded. What are we going to do with that?
Yeah, we got to defend a three better, right? We got to have better closeouts. Got to be able to contest shots and move our feet.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, R.J. Scott. Peyton Mill on the camera. And thank you, Dave Richards, for your time here as they'll head into the half. Westminster trailing 41-34. Back in the booth, we're joined by Westminster Athletic Director Jason Leonard. And Jason, you're fresh off a little busy, isn't this? I know you had to drive to Indianapolis and then back for a conference for, was it for the ADs conference? Or what was it for?
I'm on the football rules committee. And so it was our February meeting. So it was there yesterday and came back today.
All right, all right, football rules. Let's start right there. What did we learn new about college football and anything that's coming our way?
Well, we talked a little bit about targeting, and they're making some changes to the targeting rule. Maybe not so much punishment for the perpetrator, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Talked a little bit about technology, instant replays on the sideline this year, a little player to coach communication, and then we're going to try to clean up the uniforms a little bit. So maybe you're not going to see so many short pants.
All right.
Hopefully. We'll do the best we can, but that was the point of discussion this year.
All right, so it'll be interesting, and that's for all of college football,
Correct.
Not just Division
Correct.
III. That's everybody. So
that's everybody.
We saw the Oklahoma kicker with the short shorts one time, and that's the one they probably jumped at.
It hasn't been a good look for college football for a few years, so we're going to try to clean it up.
All right. Well, speaking of college football, we had a kind of a shocker this week in Westminster Titanland as 12-year coach Scott Benzel has moved on to a new job. Got a job as an assistant coach at Duke University. Great opportunity for Coach Benzel and the family. He took it, and now we're in flux. So what are we doing here at Westminster?
Well, it's the first time we've had a search in 12 years. And it's a highly coveted job. And if the amount of applications is anything to say about our position, it's a lot of folks that think highly of our job. And there's a lot of interest in it. And I'm very confident that we're going to find a great coach to lead our program and to really take after Coach and really take what he's the foundation that he's left us and really continue to build on it.
Players found out at a meeting this week, media, people with the program, a lot of shock. How did the players take it? I know you had a chance to talk to them. What was that feel of in the room?
Yeah, I think anytime you go through a coaching change, it's tough. I think, when you initially hear it, you're kind of shocked. Anytime you lose the coach that recruited you to come to school, it's shocking. They actually got a double whammy. Coach told them that they were leaving, and then about a few minutes later, Coach Jared Heck announced that he was leaving. And so they lost two really high-quality coaches and two really high-quality individuals. But you know what? If you're in sports long enough, it happens. And it's certainly not my first head football coaching search, and it won't be my last. And so we're going to find a great coach, and we have a lot of history, a lot of tradition here at Westminster. The Titan football carries a lot of weight, and we're going to find a great coach, and we're going to continue that tradition, and we got to start winning championships is what we got to start doing.
You talked about Jared Heck momentarily there, and Jared, that longtime defensive assistant under Coach Benzel, he has an opportunity as well. He's going to be the defensive coordinator at Butler University, so he moves up to Division I as well. So great moves for both coaches. They had opportunities, and again, sometimes you just get a great opportunity, you have to take it.
It's hard to keep really good people. When you're at a small college and you have really good people, they're going to find them. And, you can only do so much to keep them. And, we've kept Coach Heck for several years. He's been courted by a lot of schools. He was a very loyal coach. Certainly went to school here, was loyal to Coach Benzel. And it was an opportunity he couldn't pass up. And so we wish him all the best. He's going to be great where he is. And we'll have to replace him as well.
Jason, we're finishing up the winter season here with basketball still going, but spring sports have jumped in. We've already had lacrosse games in the snow. You got baseball coming up. How's all that transition been?
Well, it's it gets here before you know it. And we were out at women's lacrosse the other night, and it was snowing, and we actually had to postpone the game because of the snow, and we had to move baseball from yesterday to tomorrow because of the weather, and the spring season just jumps up and gets you. So it's nice to be still playing basketball, quite frankly. It's been a while since we've been playing basketball at this time of year, so I'll take it. And the spring season it'll happen this weekend. We're pretty busy with baseball and men's lacrosse, and it's just that time of year. So I'm happily be at basketball on Saturday if they allow it, and we'll catch everything else as well.
No doubt. So get started, sir. You'll be busy. Kevin Fenstermacher, Anthony Esposito, you'll all be juggling all through the spring. This game moves, this game changes, this time moves, and it's all around the kids trying to go to class at the same time too. It's quite the juggling act for you guys.
It really is, especially for baseball and softball. With the weather, it really it's a lot of juggling, and we do the best we can, and we try to make sure that the kids are going to class and doing what they have to do. And the nice thing is the student athletes on those two sports are really good students. But it presents some challenges at times for sure. You never know when the weather is going to postpone those games, and so you go with the flow sometimes, and you play when you can, and you get to class.
All right, and challenges for the basketball team ahead as well. Westminster down by 7 at the half. Jason, thank you so much for spending time with us. Always appreciated. And let's get the Titans going here in the second half.
Yeah, we need to defend a little better, like Coach said, and we'll come out in the second half. I know we'll have them ready, and we'll finish strong.
All right, thank you, Jason Leonard, Athletic Director, Westminster College. We are at the half. It's Westminster and Chatham. It's Chatham 41. It's Westminster 34. And you're watching on your home of the Titans, WCN, and listening on Titan Radio.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit readactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
Back here at Buzz Ridl Gymnasium, Westminster College. I'm Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. We're at the half. Thank you to Jason Leonard for speaking with us a bit at the half. And no rules in the NCAA for football, and Coach Benzel moving on, Coach Heck moving on, and then spring sports getting started. So a lot to talk about with Jason Leonard, so we appreciate his time. And it's Chatham 41, Westminster 34 here at the half. Some of the numbers from the first half look like this. Westminster led scoring-wise by DJ Harrell, 3 of 9 from the field. One of those was a 3 of 4 from the line for 10 points for DJ. Lucas Stanley, 2 of 3 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line. He has a 3 for 9. Trey DePietro, 2 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line for 7. Drew Weir, 2 of 5 from the field for 4. Mick Hergenrother, 1 of 5 from the field for his 2 points. Trey DePietro adds 3 assists as well. Westminster, 34 points in the first half on 11 of 30 shooting. That's 36%. Just 2 of 11 from 3 at 18%. 10 of 12 from the line, 83%.
That's right, and it was Levinson Xavier leading mark with 14 points, 4 of 7 shooting, perfect from beyond the arc at 3 of 3. Jake Tenberg with 9 of his own, all from beyond the arc as well. Deion Pinkett, 7 points for the player of the year, 5 of 3 overall shooting. 41 points for Chatham, coming from 14 of 27 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, and 7 of 11 from the free throw line.
Rebounding-wise, 17 boards for Chatham. Westminster leads that by 1, 18-17. Chatham has assisted on 8 of their baskets. Westminster just 4 assists in that first half. Not a typical number for the Titans. Chatham led for 13 minutes and 47 seconds in that first half. Westminster led for just 5:21. Take a break. When we come back, some Dar Huey trivia coming up next. So stay with us. We're at the half. It is 41-34. Chatham over Westminster on your home of the Titans. Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at... This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
Back here at Westminster College, Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. We're here at the half, 41-34. Westminster trailing Chatham. Time now for some Dar Huey trivia. Let's take a look at our question today from our consummate Titan athletic historian, Dar Huey. Which of the following teams did the Titans not play in the 1934-35 season? Now, I know you were trying to memorize the 1934 and 35 season just a couple of minutes ago, so have you got that? Was it St. John's, the City College of New York, McKeesport Willigs, or Grove City College? Which one did they not play in 1934, 1935?
Well, I'll tell you, Mark, I need this. I missed the Titantown trivia today when I was anchoring. I went with C's because I go, you know what, C's get degrees, stuck by that mantra. I don't see it failing me twice. Give me C.
You picked C.
Oh, my goodness.
It's Grove City. Titan men's in 1934-35 are coached by John Lother in his final season. 22-5 record that year as an independent. One of the national powerhouses that year and during his entire era, building upon the success of the previous years. So good try, and you got to hope for another home game to get another shot at it to
I think it's futile.
clear
I
up
really
that
do.
embarrassment. But you can learn more about towering Titan tradition by visiting the Darwin Huey Heritage Center inside of Memorial Fieldhouse today. Space including artifacts and interactive displays, Titan Sports Hall of Fame, towering Titan Sports mural, and so much that shows us the great success achieved by Westminster Athletics as we look at some of the highlights from the first half. There's a big three by Levinson Xavier. The three ball has been huge for Chatham in this game. 6 4-11. 3 for Xavier, 3 for Jake Tenberg. And really, that's the difference right now in this game. Westminster just hit 2 threes and 6 went down for Chatham. The Titans had not allowed a lot of threes on the season. So it's a weird stat when we look at the Titans in giving up threes. They're only allowed 155, which doesn't put them at the bottom of the standings. The percentage against them, though, the 36, puts them at the bottom of the statistic group there. So we'll keep an eye on that one, but that's something that's going to have to change. Also, they were able to isolate Dion Pinkett a few times inside against the Titans. So overall, some work to be done. Coach Beaudenay had made the necessary adjustments, and now it's up to Coach Richards to make them back here in the second half, with Westminster trailing by 7.
Well, if there's anyone who knows how Chatham comes out of halftime, it is Coach David Richards.
Let's go down to R.J. Scott for a brief word before we start this second half. R.J.
Briefly in the huddle, Coach Richards really calm, really understanding this is a playoff game. Stuff like this happens. Speaking to his players calm as ever, telling them, remember our assignments, remember our training, remember what got us here. Let's not let the moment get too big, and let's finish this thing out right.
Half of a game to go. Thank you, RJ. The winner moves on to play the winner of Franciscan and W&J. That game's set to start right about here at 8 o'clock. And the Titans trying to advance to that championship game. Right side, it's Genther. They feed it down low for Pinkett to Xavier. Xavier into the basket. Right hand layup is up and good. And Xavier leaves everybody with 16.
Just as Westminster started the first half with a nice layup basket, Chatham does the exact same. A really nice start to the second half for Chatham.
Biggest lead of the game right now is that 9-point Chatham lead. We're on the wing. To the top of the key for DePietro. Left side for Stanley. Stanley baseline to Harrell. Harrell in front of the basket. Goes right, goes left. Throws it up and in with the left hand off the glass and good for DJ Harrell.
Really, really crafty. Not a whole lot going on the right hand. Has to revert to the left. And a nice make from DJ Harrell.
Genther will back it across the timeline. Looking for help into the high post for Xavier. Xavier working against Weir to the baseline. Into the corner. And the ball knocked away by Visner and out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Westminster. Now the ball will stay with Chatham. A baseline inbound, or low corner inbound, we should say. Out front for Genther. Got an early 5 points for Chatham in this game. Tenberg working right and then back to his left. Shot clock's at 2. And what do we got?
Looks like it's against DePietro.
They might give him 3 shots as well? Oh my. I'm going to say as he tried that wild shot late in the shot clock, the trade to Petro was in the landing area of the shooter Tenberg, so Tenberg going to get a chance to shoot 3. First one's off the front rim, no good. Tough break for Trey DePietro. It actually had defended pretty well in that set.
Yeah, it is only his first foul of the day, team's first of the second half.
Second one for Tenberg, no good. We get one more line right. Tenberg on the season, 72% from the line.
Tenberg might be the most heckled man in the conference right about now, Mark.
It's loud here at Buzz Ridl Gymnasium. The third one is up and good. So Tenberg gets his 10th point of the night. And an 8-point lead for Chatham with 18:48 to go here in the first half. Trey DePietro for Westminster. Left side, it goes to Stanley. Stanley with a lob inside. He wanted Weir. There's nobody there. Taken away by Genther on the run. Genther across the timeline. Hesitation. Down to the baseline. Throws it to the right hand and in. Oh, what a shot by the grad student, Zach Genther.
Coming out hot, Chatham. Right out of the gate, really, really nicely. All guns blazing on offense.
Hergenrother works right wing for Harrell. Harrell top of the key. Harrell to the foul line. Raises up. The jumper up and good. DJ Harrell, now with 14 in the game, cuts the Chatham lead back down to 8.
Both baskets so far the second half for Westminster belong to DJ Harrell.
Comes down to the stops now here in the second half. Back cut inside to Pinkett. Put it up and in with the left hand and a foul to go with it. What a play. Caught it with one hand, scored with one hand. Did Dion Pinkett.
Always player of the year for reasons like that, Mark. You score when you don't have anything to go off of. You make these scenarios happen. He's got nothing under the rim, catches it with one hand, somehow gets his elbows to maneuver in a way that allows him to throw it back up and in.
That is left hand free, and the lefty made the basket but did not make the foul shot. And Westminster with a 10-point edge. Chatham with a 10-point edge. Right side, Hergenrother to the top of the key. Mick working right side, feeds it back out front for Harrell. Has some space, instead wants to go downhill. Back cut to Weir, lays it up and in. Drew Weir with his 6-point off the assist from DJ Harrell.
Yeah, Harrell wanted a three when he first got the ball, then drove in, was patient, had a really nice look to Weir, a better pass and a good finish from the senior.
Pinkett working against Hergenrother, top of the key. Spins to his right, back out front. Tenberg wide open, three is in the air, no good. Rebound though, tracked down by Pinkett to keep it alive. Goes back inside for Tenberg. Tenberg on the block right, looking for help. Tenberg feeds it to Genther. Genther right side, ball poked away for a moment by Stanley, but Genther gets it back. Shot clock's at 8. Out front for Pinkett. Pinkett working to the left side. Pinkett to the basket, throws it up, no good. Rebound, no grab by Tenberg. Back out for a Genther three, and he got it.
Well, that drive is kept alive by the 6th and 7th offensive rebound for Chatham in the whole game mark. Two great offensive boards to keep the plays alive. They take the shot clock all the way down and find an open man on the near side wing.
Got Westminster into a timeout. Give us a chance to talk a little bit about what's going on here at Westminster College.
That's right. In 2027, Westminster College proudly marks 175 years, and we're kicking off the celebration with an exciting history project. We invite all Titan alumni and friends to share your favorite memories and experiences for a chance to be featured in a special anniversary book honoring the spirit and story of Westminster. Through June 2026, our partners in the project will reach out in easy ways to contribute for your story by phone or online. So watch your mailbox and your inbox or visit westminster.edu for more information.
51-40, the Chatham lead over Westminster with 16:58 to go here in the second half. And we mentioned Ryland Dye and Reed Yost, a couple of first place and P.A.C. records in indoor track and field. And with a couple events to go, Westminster men and women both sitting at third place in the P.A.C. track championships. There's again a look at Reed Yost and Ryland Dye on their big moments. Robertson Xavier, 18 points, leads the way. 10 for Genther, 10 for Jake Tenberg. Out of the 51 for Chatham, DJ Harrell with 14 to lead Westminster. Lucas Stanley has 9. Trey DePietro 7. Drew Weir 6. Let's go down to RJ.
Coach Richards really not pleased with the defensive side of basketball. Haven't gotten a stop yet opening up the second half. Something must change, and they have to bear down if they want to come out this game with a victory.
Ball goes left side of Hergenrother to DePietro, top of the key. Trey spins down the lane, bangs in, puts it up and in. Trey DePietro working against Jake Tenberg, wins that battle, and it cut the lead to 9.
Well, you can't trade baskets now, Mark. You got to get some stops on defense.
Down front, Tenberg. Feed it left side for Xavier. Fakes a three, backs up, takes a three, and hits a three. Oh my. Robinson Xavier, his 4th three of the game.
And he just stares down the raucous student section on the far side of the floor. Mark grows the lead to the largest of the night, 12.
54-42, the Chatham lead. 3 in the air for Harrell. He'll match it. DJ Harrell has 7 points here in the second half. You talk about it, Coach talks about the turkeys. What's a turkey? It's getting 3 defensive stops. He likes to get 7. He says if you get 7, you don't lose a game. Let's just get 1. Let's get 1 right now and get it going on the defensive side. Here's Pinkett. Will spin. There's a ball on the floor, and there's a start of the takeaway for Mick Hergenrother.
Ball goes to DJ Harrell, who's now got 18 straight games with 15 or more.
There's Harrell in the paint. We'll go to the corner. Right wing for Harrell. Harrell working against Tenberg after a defensive switch. Will hand off to Stanley with a shot clock at 9. Back out to Harrell. Harrell going to fire a long 3. It's wide and out of bounds on the air ball. A little bit too deep that time for DJ Harrell. And that's going to take us to the media timeout. Media timeout of the action at 15-14. It's Chatham 54. It's Westminster 45. And we're back with more in a moment on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio, and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. closed on weekends. Visit readactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
Buzz Ridl Gymnasium for the host number 1 in the North, Westminster Titans, taking on the Chatham Cougars, number 2 in the South. Winner will play the winner of W&J and Franciscan. That game underway down at W&J. And right now, Westminster needing defensive stops. They got one there. They could not convert on the offensive end, but that's okay. Just need to continue to pile on the defensive stops.
Franciscan up 9-6 in the first 3 minutes or so on W&J.
So a couple of those video clips, Dave Richards imploring the Titans to get it going. Far side, a big crowd at Westminster, waving the t-shirts. Biggest crowd we've had at Buzz Ridl Gymnasium in years. And they want the Titans to play well here and get them going. Old and young, spit in the towels. Chatham basketball, 15-10 to go. Genther across the timeline. Works a right-hand dribble to the right wing. Top the key to Xavier, getting downhill. Xavier to the basket, bangs it off the glass. No good, got it back, put it up, put it in. Boy, quick off the floor was Xavier for the second attempt. And the putback, good for the basket for Chatham.
That ties Chatham and Westminster now in offensive rebounds and second chance points today.
56-45, Chatham on top. Stanley top the key for Westminster. Downloaded to Petro. DePietro backing in against Tenberg. Shoots the right hand, little jumper. It's no good. Got it back. Fake take, bucket, and a foul to go with it. A chance for a Trey DePietro 3-point play.
Another offensive board, another good showing of from Trey DePietro, Mark.
Take a look at the replay and didn't make the first one, but right back with it. A couple of pump fakes through contact of Tenberg on his second foul. And they were able to knock it in. Drew Weir going to check out of the lineup. Skevos Koros, who played well defensively in that first half, will check back in. Koros with a couple of blocks, a steal in the first half. DePietro's foul shot is up and good. 56-48. Chatham on top of Westminster, 14:29 to go. Genther will feed it to Tenberg, top of the key. Tenberg to Visner on the wing, closely guarded by Stanley. Visner on that wing. It's Xavier. Xavier, baseline drive, bangs in, off-balance shot, no good. Pinkett, though, high for the rebound. Pinkett under the basket, tries to go back up on a whistle and a foul. Both Koros and DePietro beside themselves. They thought they had a clean block. Crowd didn't like it either.
Well, it's just a bit too physical. And that can happen when you've got a couple of guys down there, Mark, or you're going up against one. One of you gets a hand on the ball, one of you just maybe gets skin on skin.
End up calling that foul on DJ Harrell. With the basket by Pinkett, the foul shot up and good.
Harrell's third foul of the day.
So one more line right for Pinkett. Try to make it a 10-point margin. Foul shots up and good. Pinkett now with 11. Westminster trails Chatham by 10.
And a great showing out of this halftime for both offenses. 16 for Chatham, 14 for Westminster.
So not what Westminster wants when you're down 7 at the half. Here's the ball knocked away from Hergenrother. It's Xavier on the run. Will lay it up and in with the right hand.
Harrell very conscious to not foul as he chases him down.
25 points now for Xavier. Harrell top of the key, working right of the lane. And back out front. 13:33 to go, 60-48 Chatham. Baseline drive for Koros, and slips and goes down. And that's going to be Chatham basketball.
And just slips in that charge arc and a bit of moisture on the floor. Maybe the shoes lose grip, you don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's Chatham ball with a 12-point lead.
Anthony Bruce in for Mick Hergenrother on the Westminster side. Chatham with the 12-point lead. Into the game is Sam Norfleet, top of the key to Tenberg. Tenberg go well left side to Visner. Visner, very little room with Stanley on him. Inside it goes to Xavier. Put it up and in with a right hand. Boy, had Koros all over him. It didn't matter.
Well, sometimes the balls just find the way to the rack, and that's a really, really nice shot. Just throws it at the back iron and it gets in.
Xavier now with 27. Morel around his screen to the top of the key. Hesitation dribble, bangs in, feeds it out front. It's Anthony Bruce. Bruce over to DePietro. DePietro in the paint, throws it up and in with the right hand. Trey DePietro with 7 here in the second half, 14 in the game, but Westminster trails 62-50.
Again, you got to get those turkeys, Mark, those 3 defensive stops in a row. Stop trading baskets and get those defensive stops, which they've been trying, but just such a great offense from Chatham so far today.
Tenberg. Couple of dribbles, top of the key, hands to Visner. Visner going down the lane, left side. Visner back out front for Tenberg. Tenberg with a right-hand dribble to the foul line in the corner. Visner catch and shoot, 3 in the air, too strong. Grabbed out of the air by Koros. Crowd loved the air ball. Ball ahead to Stanley. Can he nail a 3? It's up. It's good! Lucas Stanley with a transition triple. And it's 62-53 Chatham.
That's a huge 6-point swing. You air ball for Chatham, you drain it for Westminster, and now all of a sudden back within a bit of feasibility in this comeback, 9 points down.
Norfleet on the wing. Dribbles to the foul line, to the basket, slapped away by Anthony Bruce, but a foul. There'll be 2 shots coming for Sam Norfleet.
First of the game for Bruce, 4th of the half for Westminster.
Takes us to our immediate timeout. We'll take a timeout with 11:46 to go on the clock. 62-53, Chatham leads Westminster on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
Back here, Westminster College, Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. And let's send it down to R.J. See that Stanley 3 as he knocks that down just before. Look at the dance team here. And R.J., let's see what you have down there as he was just listening in with Dave Richards. Go ahead, R.J.
Coach Richards really emphasizing we got to go. We got to go now. There's not much time left. 11 minutes and 46 seconds will decide the Titans' future. Flawless basketball. No fouls, no hands, all execution, all gas on the break. Let's go.
Big stat that jumps at me. 8 of 15 from 3 for Chatham at 53%. Westminster 4 of 14 after that Stanley triple moments ago. Line right for Norfleet. His first foul shot is good.
And it's the trips to the line as well. That's the 18th free throw attempt for Chatham today. They've made 11 of them.
One more line right. And the foul shot is no good. Rebound grab by Stanley for Westminster. 10-point Chatham lead. Chatham is led by as many as 14 here in the second half. DePietro top of the key, left side for Harrell. Harrell top of the key for Stanley. Catch and shoot, now moves right, fires a 3 off balance, doesn't go. Rebound grab by Xavier. Across the timeline comes Pinkett for the Chatham Cougars. Number 2 team out of the South. Pinkett, last year's player of the year. To the baseline, his shot blocked there by Harrell and out of bounds.
Ball staying with Chatham and chance to continue to grow this lead. It's a good stop by Westminster. It's a good primary stop. You got to get the secondary stop now and stop the possession altogether.
Hendershot checking in, Hergenrother as well. Baseline inbound for Chatham. They'll lob into Tenberg at the foul line. Tenberg with 10 on the shot clock. Spins at the basket, put it up and in, and a foul to go with it.
And just hand a little bit high there from DePietro around the face of Tenberg. 5 team fouls for the Titans, 2 for DePietro.
12 in the game now for Jake Tenberg, the 6'6 senior, matching his season average. 11:04 to go here in the second half. Chatham 65, Westminster 53. One more shot, line right, to try to complete the three-point play for Tenberg. And it's off the front rim, no good, but Xavier grabs the rebound for Chatham to keep it alive. Ball out front to Pinkett, back to Xavier, has space, shoots a three, it's off the rim, no good. And a fight for the rebound, ball to the floor, and Weir gets tied up by Tenberg, and the arrow to Westminster.
Good showing of defensive rebounding from Harrell. He's not the tallest guy, but he can climb that ladder mark. We see him jump up and fully extend to get the ball. Weir collapses on it, causing the jump ball.
27 points for Xavier, who was 4 of 5 from 3 just with that miss moment ago. Xavier came in averaging 16 points a game. His season high is 32 against Waynesburg. So it's Hergenrother with the basketball to the right wing to Harrell. Harrell around a screen. Back right side to Petro, going to try to float a three and hit it. Trey to Petro. Gets the green light this year and takes advantage right there, and it's 65-56, the Chatham lead.
Good way to get back into coach's good graces after a foul. Is nail a deep three like that. Nice job from DePietro.
Ball to Tenberg on the wing. Tenberg's going to back up. He made 3 threes in the first half. Now trying to get to the basket. Kicks it out front to Visner. Right side for Xavier. Xavier puts it on the floor. Xavier to the baseline. Cut off there. Shot is up. No good. Pinkett tries to tip it. It's no good, but on the block out, it's going to be Hergenrother, I believe, with the foul. And they were saying that Pinkett was trying to tip it, so they're going to give him 2 shots.
It's been an incredible disparity in terms of fouls in the second half, Mark. 6 for Westminster, 1 for Chatham. Titans playing a physical brand of basketball. And it lends itself to a few whistles being blown your way.
Pinkett foul shot is no good. Get one more line right. 11 points for Pinkett. One more line right up and good. So Pinkett splits the pair.
He makes 2 of every 3 heading into the day. 67% free throw shooter.
10-point Chatham lead, 66-56, 9:54 to go. Hendershot will go to Hergenrother on the right wing. Inside to DePietro, and as he catches the ball, a reach-in foul on Tenberg.
A lot of affirming cheers now from that student section.
Tenberg say, hey, what is that? I said, there's not a lot going on there. Why am I getting that foul? And it was 6-1. Maybe somebody peeked up there. Ball inbound to Hendershot. Top of the key for DePietro. Left side. Hergenrother left alone. Fires a three. It's wide, no good. May have been tipped by Tenberg in the loose ball grab.
Tenberg got a hand on that one.
Ball left side into the corner for Pinkett. Pinkett to the basket. Fake and feeds it corner. Tenberg triple in the air. In and out. No good. Rebound grab by Weir.
It's a great fake by Pinkett to find Tenberg, and just a rare miss from him today from the corner.
Baseline drive, and on the drive, Harrell fouled by Northfleet. So DJ Harrell will force a baseline inbound on team foul number 3 on Chatham with 9:20 to go. 10-point Chatham lead.
You can't look at it like 10 points. You got to look at it as one possession at a time. Something they do really nicely is look at things very individually here, one day at a time, not one drive at a time.
Out front, it's Weir. Weir going downhill in the corner. Hendershot wide open, triple in the air. It's too strong. And Xavier grabs it out of the air, back the other way. Trying to find a spark, whether it be Anthony Bruce or Hendershot or somebody, to find that three-point range here in the second half. There's Northfleet against Anthony Bruce to the basket, feed it down low for Pinkett, and the ball's actually trying to get it to Xavier, and it ricochets out of bounds off of the quick-handed Anthony Bruce. Hendershot had a couple of minutes there. He'll check out. Stanley back in. Baseline inbound. He'll go right side for Tenberg. Step back on the wing with the shot clock at 10. To Pinkett. Up top, Pinkett back it in. Ball poked away. The takeaway for the Titans. Weir, they lost it again at the midcourt stripe. Weir will dive on it. And a foul going to be called on Xavier on the dive. Xavier dove in. Weir dove in. And Xavier got his second foul, hustling. So a hustle foul, but still nonetheless team foul number 4.
Well, as soon as we bring up the foul disparity mark quickly, it becomes 6-4 fouls, so 3 straight fouls for these Chatham Cougars.
That was just simply wrong place, wrong time for Xavier trying to hustle. Here's Weir on the wing to DePietro, top of the key. Titans down 10. Harrell looking at Weir. Feeds it to Weir, who works against Visner. Baseline, turns, shot, no good, got it back. And Visner going to get called for the foul.
Now 4 straight fouls for Chatham to take it to a 5-team fouls in the third for Visner.
So Visner picks up his 3rd foul. That'll get Drew Weir to the line. It was obvious the Titans wanted that matchup of Weir against Visner, and Drew Weir got to work and drew the foul. 2-shot foul, line left. First one is up and good. Drew Weir now with 7 in the game.
He had 12 field goals made back in 2025 against Chatham. That's still his career high.
His second shot up and good. So Weir gets them both. And Westminster trails 66-58. 8:23 to go in this one. Winner advances, loser season is over. Tenberg, top of the key. To Xavier on the wing left. Xavier working against Weir. Gets downhill, spins with a right hand. It is in and out and in again. And Xavier comes up with a bit of a limp. I don't know if he got a cramp or what he has, but he's limping up into the front court.
Looks like his right leg.
And he's limping a lot. Ball right side is Weir, directing traffic. Weir to the basket. Ball knocked out of his hands, high in the air. Loose ball, though, kicked away. Drew Weir trying to plead his case. Said I got fouled. And that's going to take us to the media timeout. And it's not a kick, but a trip was the call. And the trip is going to go against Stanley. So when we come back from media timeout, well, actually, we'll just stay here. And the media timeout, when we come back, it's going to be foul shots one-on-one style for Chatham. So they called it a trip.
Well, Mark, you hear the music playing. Not quite your tunes, as you always say, but we got some of your tunes coming up for you with the 3 American Troubadours. Well, many fantastic songs from them. It's a production that celebrates the lives and careers of 6-time Grammy winner James Taylor, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Carly Simon, with 13 top 40 hits, and Carole King, who wrote or co-wrote 118 Billboard Hot 100 pop hits. 3 iconic American singer-songwriters whose personal lives and careers have intertwined throughout the years, and whose memorable hit songs continue to offer ageless inspiration. Each song carries you through their storied careers, and you can enjoy them all on March 28th in Orr Auditorium as a part of the Westminster Celebrity Series. Get more information today by visiting westminster.edu.
I kind of like the music tonight. I'm okay with it.
Yeah?
DJ Chip Banks is with us tonight and providing us with some fine hits. I feel like
Are you a Mets fan?
we try to. I feel like we're going to get that. Diaz is now with the Dodgers. Come in for the Mets, but he did leave. He did leave team. But this was his theme song when he would try to come in and close. And right now, Westminster needs some closers, and they need to get it going. Down 10 with 7:47 to go. Let's go down to RJ.
Expecting a lot of three-pointers to be shot for Westminster. Watch for Lucas Stanley. Watch for DJ Harrell. The 3-ball must come out for the Titans to get back in this game. Like Ben Kelly said previously, this game is not a 10-point deficit. It's a possession game, and the Titans have to be perfect.
Levison Xavier will shoot 1-1 to the line right as he was tripped on the loose ball. Foul shot off the front rim, no good, but the rebound goes right back to Xavier. It's happened a couple times on missed foul shots that Chatham has kept it alive. Pinkett on the wing left, working against Hergenrother to the baseline. And Pinkett try to go opposite corner, and the ball knocked away by Stanley and out of bounds.
Well, 9 seconds left on the shot clock, Mark, 7:34 on the game clock. Still enough time to get to the inbound and kind of draw something up. You get plays to your X's early enough, you got plenty of time to make a play.
Xavier now does check out. Doesn't seem to be limping anymore, but does finally get that break that he was calling for minutes ago. Genther will inbound to Visner in the corner, and Visner's out of bounds. Made the catch and out of bounds in front of the Chatham bench, so the ball goes back to Westminster. With 7:32 to go, 68-58. That's the lead for Chatham. Last year's P.A.C. champ, under now Westminster coach David Richards. Hergenrother, right side on the wing for Stanley. Out to DePietro, who hands to Harrell. Harrell comes around a screen. Harrell to the baseline, spins back into the paint, back out front. Stanley has room. 3 in the air. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Pinkett.
Oh, there's that Stanley 3 attempt that RJ was talking about earlier, Mark. And we're going to see those. If he can heat up, it's going to be dangerous for Westminster.
Made as many as 9 threes in a game this year. Pinkett working with the left hand. Pinkett to the basket. Lefty layup up and good. Dion Pinkett, last year's P.A.C. Player of the Year, getting downhill and giving Chatham now the 12-point lead at 70-58 with 6:44 to go. Harrell wing left to Hergenrother, top of the key. Mick off a screen, back to Harrell. Harrell into the paint, fakes, spins, trying to draw a foul, and feeds it outside to Weir. Weir fakes a three. Weir spins in the lane, lays it up on him with the right hand.
Oh, Weir's been loving that little spin move in the paint today, Mark. A really, really nice make from the freshman, or senior.
70-60. Chatham lead again is 10. 6:16 to go. Genther will into the high post for Callahan, who's checked in. Back to Genther on the wing, and now to Pinkett on the side. Pinkett working into the paint, crosses it opposite. Genther, three in the air, in and out, no good. Rebound Weir. DJ Harrell ended up on the floor after a hard pick. No call there. Titan basketball. Harrell downhill. Harrell in the paint, can't get it to go, but a foul. It'll be two shots coming for DJ Harrell.
Oh, it's a big stop to get that defensive rebound despite Harrell falling to the ground. You get the stop, you get the defensive board, and now you get a chance to put some points on the board instead of just going back and forth trading buckets.
Two shots for Harrell. Line left as you saw Skevos, Koros, and Trevor Sifke getting set to check in. Foul shots off the back rim, no good. Koros for DePietro. And Sifke for Hergenrother on the Westminster side. Harrell leading Westminster with 17 points in the game, and now 18. Trey DePietro had 17 as well.
Back to a single-digit lead for Chatham.
Right side, Genther spins out front for Tenberg. Tenberg goes right side for Callahan on the wing. Callahan feeds it out front. Like he was poked in the face, or at least tried to get that call. Genther spins. Genther at the foul line with 8 on the shot clock. Inside to Visner, lost the basketball and saved on the far side by Koros. Koros across the timeline with 5:19 to go. Westminster trails by 9. DJ Harrell to the left wing, getting downhill, bangs in, off the glass and good! And a chance for a three-point play.
That's what you got to do. You got to get stops. That's 2 straight stops for the Titans. 2 straight go down the floor and score. Makes a foul, and then Harrell driving the lane, lowers the shoulder.
Takes the contact and bangs it in. RJ mentioned 3-pointers. This is the same if you make the foul shot. Harrell can certainly draw fouls.
We always say in golf, no pictures on a scorecard. You take the 3 points wherever you get them. You take it back into being just held at an arm's length.
Timeout taken by Coach Brian Beaudenay, and we'll take the timeout as well. It's a 70-63 lead for Chatham over Westminster. We're back with more in a moment on your home of the Titans, Titan Radio, and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
DJ down the stretch. Just talking in the booth, and Trey DePietro and 17 and DJ Harrell, and we've seen it in many games this year. It looks like it might be a lot of DJ Harrell down the stretch, and he's a great guy to have. He's going to get a foul shot out of this timeout. DJ Harrell on the season has scored as many as 36 points in the game. 12 times he's been at the 20-point mark. That's where he is right now.
Yeah, it's his 4th straight game breaking that 20-point mark. And
you mentioned a little bit earlier, too, as he just continues to have that long streak. What is now 17 straight games with at least 15 points, but all that for naught. You can't get this one right here, and that's the goal. You get this one, this foul shot, and this win.
It's 18 straight points.
18 now? There you go.
18 straight games, 15 points. We got there.
So line left for DJ Harrell. 20 points on the night for the graduate student for Titans in double figures. Line left, Harrell's foul shot is good. Titans cut this lead down to 6. That's as close as they have been in the second half.
Biggest lead for Chatham tonight was 14.
Pinkett downhill to the basket. Lefty shot no good. Titans challenged at the rim. A couple of bodies on the floor, but a Titan foul. As they said, the undercut on Pinkett and 2 shots coming for the senior Dion Pinkett.
Well, that would have been 3 straight stops. The elusive turkey that Westminster's been looking for. 3 straight defensive stops. And Pinkett, it's a great drive, and Weir and Sifke just coming in. It's the first for Sifke, the 8th for Westminster this half, and Pinkett makes his first.
So Pinkett hits the first one. They have one more. Xavier has checked back into the lineup as well, wearing number 1 on the black jersey for Chatham. 72-64. 8-point lead for Chatham. Harrell right side for Stanley. Stanley back out to Harrell. Harrell calls for a screen. Moves left. Feeds the corner for Koros. Skebos with a baseline drive. Back out to an open Harrell. 3 in the air. Got it. Koros to Harrell for 3. Titans have cut it to 5.
I'll tell you see him that open from beyond the arc. Might as well just put 3 on the board. Not missing that, DJ.
Pinkett, as Harrell claps his hands as he plays defense against last year's Player of the Year. Pinkett into the paint, feeds it out front. Xavier back into Pinkett down low. Pinkett moves to his left, off the glass, missed it. Rebound grab by Weir. Good defense by Harrell. Ahead to Stanley, into a 3. Triple in the air, got it! A bingo for Lucas Stanley, and it's a 2-point game. 72-70.
Listen to that noise. Look at Coach David Richards. Look at the student section. Look at Westminster.
Inside ball knocked away by Koros. He'll pick it up near the midcourt stripe. Shot clock at 13, game clock at 3:46. Xavier off balance, hits again. He has been unstoppable tonight. Another basket for Levinson Xavier, and it's a 4-point lead for Chatham.
31 for Xavier tonight. Been incredible.
Harrell to the right wing, backs to the top of the key. DJ with a hesitation move. DJ downhill to the basket, scoop with the right hand, off the glass and good. DJ Harrell with a basket, and it's 74-72. Chatham with 3:17 to go.
26 for Harrell tonight.
Chatham again shaking his head, egging on Dion Pinkett, saying, come. Pinkett's going to try a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Drew Weir with a Titan rebound. Weir pushes the pace across the timeline and now gives it back to Harrell. 3 minutes on the clock, Titans down 2. Harrell moves to the near side on the Ron Galbraith court logo. Right side, Harrell, step back, feeds Weir, thought about a 3. Back out to DJ at the top. And a whistle and a foul out front on Pinkett. Pinkett going to pick up foul number 4. Team foul number 8. Under the 4-minute timeout for media. And shots coming for DJ Harrell.
Harrell so electric all game long, so consistent from the line. A chance to tie it with a 1-and-done 2 if he stays. Take a look at the replay. Again, you can just put 3 on the board. Wide open Harrell, nothing but net. Stanley, a beautiful fake and an even better shot and a better finish. Another look here at Harrell. Driving in a beautiful right-handed roll. And it's been all Westminster lately. They've made 5 of their last 6 shots. Titan alumni join us for the 15th annual Alumni and Friends Florida Dinner Cruise on Sunday, April 12th. Keith McCauley, class of 68, will be hosting a beautiful evening dinner of dining and mingling with Westminster College alumni and friends in St. Petersburg, Florida. Full details on costs and how to make your reservations can be found at westminster.edu.
Both teams with 4 double-digit scores. Levinson Xavier 31, 14 for Pinkett, Genther 10, Tenberg with 12. Westminster has 26 from DJ Harrell, 17 from Trey DePietro, 10 for Weir, 15 for the freshman Lucas Stanley.
Dion Pinkett fouls Harrell. That's his 4th foul. 1 away from his 5th and final.
Let's go down to RJ, who is in the huddle with David Richards. RJ.
Pressure makes diamonds. Coach Richards has been here before. This is the moment the Titans want to be in. Perfect basketball has to be played. Jobs have to be fulfilled, and there has to be no fouls. This game that Coach Richards was telling the guys, this is the moment of your life. This is what you want to be here for. This is why you're a Westminster Titan. Let's see what the Titans can do to try to bring this home.
Titans as close as they've been since late in the first half with a 2-point deficit. Have trailed in this game by as many as 14. DJ Harrell's going to try to tie it with 2 foul shots, line left. First one is up, and it is in and out. No good. Actually, it was front end of the 1-on-1, and he missed it, so the ball goes back to Chatham.
Rare miss for Harrell, now 5 of 8 today from the free throw line.
2:38 on the clock. Tenberg with a basketball for Chatham with a 2-point lead. So Xavier back out front for Pinkett. Pinkett wants to get it inside, nobody to throw it to. Pinkett feeds it back out front for Xavier. Xavier matched up against DePietro, fires a 3 and hits it. Oh my goodness, what a game for Lovinson Xavier.
34 points today, and
it's now a new career high.
Cold-blooded.
Left wing. Harrell spins down the corner to the basket, blocked inside. Getting a piece of the basketball was Visner. And with 1:59 to go, Chatham with the basketball in a 5-point lead.
That's a huge, huge stop for Chatham. They can take their 20 seconds now.
They try to isolate Robinson Xavier, who's had a 34-point night. Xavier works with the left hand. He's going to fire a 3. It's off the front rim, no good. Long rebound grab by Stanley. Stanley to Harrell. Harrell pushes it across the timeline. Just 1:33 to go. Harrell puts it in the high gear to the basket with the left hand, lays it in. DJ Harrell, the stop-and-go move, makes it again a 3-point deficit with 1:24 to go. 77-74, the lead for Chatham.
Harrell just walks into the paint, a really nice put back in.
Pinkett, top of the key, guarded by Trevor Sifke. Trying to force Pinkett to his right hand. Pinkett out front. Switches to the left. Sifke trying not to let him turn the corner. Contacts Pinkett. Trevor said, hey, he's giving me some back. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Dion Pinkett. Dion Pinkett line right to try to add to the Chatham 77-74 lead with 1:04 to go.
Nick Hergenrother getting ready to check into the game as well. Hergenrother, experienced in these moments, went to the national championship a few years back with Mount Union. They lost in heartbreaking fashion on a buzzer beater.
Into the game, Hergenrother for Sifke, line right for Pinkett. The lefty puts up the front end of the 1-and-1, missed it, rebound grab by Stanley. Boy, almost pulled out of there again by Xavier. Westminster down 3, we're under a minute. Here comes Harrell, downhill to the basket, lays it in. It's a 1-point game. 77-76, Chatham on top, we're under a minute. Kempter across the timeline. Right in front of Coach Beaudenay and back out front for Xavier, who stands on the Titan logo. 43 seconds to go. He'll give to Pinkett. Pinkett against Harrell. 2 of the best players in the P.A.C. this year. Pinkett to his left. Pinkett to the basket. Off the glass and good. Dion Pinkett makes it 79-76. It's down to a 3-point game. Here's on the left is Harrell. Cut off on the baseline. Westminster takes time. 24 seconds on the game clock. 22 on the shot clock. And Chatham with the 79-76 lead.
3-point lead inbound coming on the sideline for Westminster. Mark, Westminster finishes every practice with the play they call game winner. It's a 3-point play for the clutch moments. No doubt maybe they're drawing that up now. A nice finish there by DJ Harrell. What a second half he's had.
DJ Harrell leads Westminster 26 points. 28 points now for DJ, right? As Westminster leading trailing 79-76. In the waning seconds of this one, the winner goes on to play the winner of W&J and Franciscan. And right now in that game,
37-29, W&J leads with 2 minutes left in the first half.
R.J. Scott was listening in to Coach Richards. We'll get a quick look in with R.J.
That Franciscan game, Sawyer Butler and Zach Oliver lead with 9 for the Barons. Nathan Plotner with 12 for the Presidents.
We'll give the update. It's actually 30 points now as the stats update. 30 points for DJ Harrell. See the Titan women's coaches right there. They had a valiant effort on Tuesday night as their season ended. Let's go down to RJ.
The last part of the chess match. Loading up here. Coach Richards calm as ever. As Ben said, game winner is on cue. This could define a season, could define a legacy, and most importantly, define who goes to the P.A.C. championship.
Baseline inbound for Mick Hergenrother. 24 seconds on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. And the ball into Weir, left side. And Weir spins towards the baseline, and then back out front it goes to Harrell. DJ getting downhill. DJ to the basket, throws it up off the glass, and good! And a foul to go with it. The Titans can tie this game with Harrell to the foul line.
And it's all about DJ Harrell. He's been the man all season, 32 points today. 10 of 10 free throws last game, 5 of 8 today. And the shot of his life coming up, but look at the drive. The knowledge to know 2 is enough, and you can get maybe 3 if you drive in. Feet aren't quite planted, and now a chance to tie it.
Genther tried to take a charge and didn't get the call. 15 seconds on the clock. Trying to tie the game, and it's off the back rim, no good. Rebound banged around and grabbed by Pinkett. Ball to Visner. Long pass thrown away by DePietro. 8 seconds. Trey into the corner. Stanley. 3. Got it! It's gone! The Titans lead. 81-79. 4 seconds on the clock. Trey DePietro with a huge steal. And wow, the 3 in the corner for Lucas Stanley. And the freshman has given the Titans an 81-79 lead. 3 threes in the second half for Stanley. And Trey DePietro with a huge steal, and then found Stanley in the corner with a big assist. Here's the tail end of it, into the corner, and nothing but net for Stanley.
What a look from DePietro. He can go up to the rack and take it himself, but he dishes out to the freshman. What composure. Lucas Stanley hit 9 threes on senior day against Bethany. He has the shot of his life, and maybe, Mark, just maybe, puts Westminster 4 seconds away for a P.A.C. championship. And this place has been set ablaze, Mark. You wouldn't believe it. A year ago, a team that didn't have 10 wins lost 9 games by 5 points or less.
Let's go down to RJ. RJ.
Huge shot right there from Lucas Stanley. Me and Peyton are still trying to recover from it. The only thing he said, keep them in front, no fouls. If you play perfect basketball, you love to watch it. Watch this transition right here that's about to take place.
4.7 in the clock. There's a lot of people on their feet, including us. They can run the baseline. That's what the official tells Dion Pinkett. The inbound goes to Xavier, to Pinkett, cross the timeline with 2, with 1, fires a 3, it's off the rim, no good! And the Westminster Titans will be represented in the P.A.C. championship. A come-from-behind win, down by 16 at one point. They race back, they get a big 3 off a steal from DePietro, and a Lucas Stanley finish, and the Titans win it 81-79.
I saw Jackson Hendershot at a party in August, and I said, hey man, how is the season looking? And he goes, if we don't make it to the PAC championship, something's gone horribly wrong. Everything has gone according to plan, and the Westminster Titans are going to play for a PAC title. I don't believe it.
Lots of hugs. You see Craig Hannon, the uncle of Lucas Stanley, with a big embrace as Stanley nailed a huge 3. A big crowd, I don't know, a third of it spills onto the court at the end of the game to celebrate. RJ, we have Coach Richards in the area. If you want to come back over, he's ready. Peyton's got to get ready. They're celebrating. They're bringing DJ Harrell over as well. And Coach Richards, it's just like every other game. He shakes a couple hands, and he slowly walks over to his spot for the post-game interview. instead of being in the middle. And let's go down. RJ, we're going to do your thing first. We'll chase the other guys down there. But go ahead, RJ.
An incredible feeling, Coach Richards. The monkey is somewhat off the back, getting rid of Chatham. 2 times the charm, obviously, did it both times. What a matchup. At halftime, we weren't talking like this. It was very tense. It was very annoying, to say the least. But, Coach, how does it feel? I'm like speechless right now. That was just an unbelievable college basketball game. Chatham played an absolutely unbelievable game. Dion and Love were just absolutely tremendous. It just really came down to what team was going to make the last play. But, I can't give enough credit to Chatham. They played an extremely well game tonight. We can talk about DJ Harrell, but let's talk about Lucas Stanley. Lucas Stanley, one of the clutchest shots probably of his career. When he got that ball, when I was in that huddle, I was hearing the game plan getting drawn up. Did you have full confidence that he can make that shot? I always got full confidence in Lucas. He's one of the best shooters I've ever coached, and every time he shoots, I think it's going in. And I know it's her daughter's birthday as well, so happy birthday to her, but what a birthday gift for her as well. A Titan victor. I saw your wife, she was nervous too. The number one question I always ask, what is the message and the mindset going forward in another P.A.C. championship appearance for you, Coach? You know what it is. Next day, stack days, right? Come back here, watch film, do a walkthrough, get ready for Saturday. Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations. It's been a heck of a ride this year, and I can't wait to see you on Saturday.
Thank you, RJ. If you get an opportunity, if you can grab DJ or Lucas, if there's anybody else around, we'll get them as part of our post game as well. Peyton Mel down there on camera, RJ Scott with victorious coach David Richards as Westminster comes from behind to knock off Chatham 81-79 to advance to the President's Athletic Conference Championship. And we'll just keep an eye on W&J and Franciscan. If Franciscan wins, we're back here on Saturday to host. If W&J comes away with the victory, then we'll travel to W&J for a 7:30 p.m. start on Saturday. What's our score right now?
President's up 9 over the Barons, 40-31 at the half. Nathan Plotner leads with 14. Only player in double figures in the whole game. Sawyer Butler leading scorer in the P.A.C. and Zach Oliver with 9. I'll tell you, Mark, I've called games with you for 4 years. Not once here have we stood during a game. We haven't sat down in the last 5-10 minutes. Well, what an incredible atmosphere. When Coach Richards came here, he regaled us in nostalgia about when this place was bumping, when this place was packed to the gills with fans. And they can't keep them off the floor. It's an explosion of passion. It was incredible to see.
We'll take a break. We're back with more post-game when we return. Still ahead, the WCN Titan Radio Player of the Game. We've got final stats for you. Stay with us. What an exciting finish. Westminster knocks off Chatham 81-79. And we're back with more in a moment. You're home of the Titans, Titan Radio and WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit reedactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
Back here, Buzz Ridl Gymnasium, Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly. A couple of the heroes in the game joined RJ Scott. RJ.
I'm here with two bona fide, at this point, Westminster legends, obviously. Lucas Stanley, an incredible shot you made. Just want to run down that real quick. What was the overall feeling? I was in the huddle. I heard the game plan drawn up. Did you know you were getting that ball in that moment?
I didn't know. I seen Trey take it down the lane, and I seen my guy went in. He kicked it out, and I only thought it was just shoot it, and I did, and it went in. And Coach Richards said you're probably one of the most purest, best shooters he's ever coached and taught. Does that come from your family, the other Stanleys in your family? Is that a family legacy? Is that just something you're always willing to do? Yeah, you could say my family. My cousin Craig, who's on the staff, he was a shooter. I worked so hard, and it's a credit to my teammates. He's so good. He attracts a lot, and I just get wide open one, so it's easy for me.
And Lucas, just thank you so much. Another game ahead. What are you thinking about as a freshman? Never been in this spot before. First year in college, you're already in a championship game. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing. We have a great group of guys. Just going to have to go in and win. It's going to be, if we play W&J at W&J, it's going to be electric there. We play Franciscan here, it's going to be electric no matter what.
Thank you so much, Lucas. Congratulations. DJ, familiar face again. An incredible performance. What was the switch? I mean, you were just incredible in the second half, driving to the basket, taking three-point shots, 32-point performance, another 30-point performance of this season. What does it take?
It really takes heart. It takes my teammates trusting in me every game, making sure I'm aggressive at all times. Even coaches, they tell me to be more aggressive, take those shots when they're wide open. And, you know what I mean, just the overall work that I put in during the summer, it's all paying off now.
And like you said in the hallway before we came out here, pressure, it makes diamonds. Going into this game, you knew it was going to be a tough matchup, obviously. Did that change anything for you?
Oh, nothing. I feel like me personally, I'm built for it. The team's built for it. We work on this stuff in practice, pushing each other every day. So we're built for these type of moments.
And, this is another school you've been to. How does it feel to already be a part of history, to already stake your claim, to already be someone in Westminster world that people will be talking about for years to come?
Feels amazing, man. I feel the love. I really feel the love from all the fans to my teammates to my coaches. It just feels amazing, man, being a part of history. So.
And for both of you, this is a question for both. How did it feel to have a packed house tonight? This place was rocking. Ron Galbraith Court at some times was shaking. How did that feel to have that home crowd support?
It felt amazing. My dad went here and my mom, and they talked about how packed it used to get. Just seeing it, it's just the best. That's all you want.
Definitely feels amazing. Helps us get more energy. The crowd is with us. Our bench is with us. So, just energy overall.
Thank you guys so much. Congratulations, Lucas. Congratulations, DJ. The story continues as well. Have a great night.
Good work, RJ, Peyton on the camera. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Lucas Stanley and DJ Harrell. Westminster was down 12 points with under 7 minutes to go. Had a chance. Just going back to that, the last few seconds of that, DJ Harrell had the big basket, had the foul shot to tie. He missed it.
Yeah.
So it's Chatham still with a 1-point lead. They tried to push it down the floor, and Trey DiPietro with an outstanding steal. And not only did he steal it, he brought it down the floor on the dribble. The big guy, 6'7", into the paint, dumps it to the corner, ties his career high with his 4th assist on the night. He's done that several times, but ties that career high. And Lucas Stanley, with ice in his veins, nailed the 3 for the Titan win.
And it's selfless basketball. We saw early, Mark, before the season started, they were running to practice from the locker room and go, that's an incredible buy-in. DJ misses the free throw. He gets right back on defense and starts the pressure. Trey immediately heads back home, causes the breakup. DiPietro, he can go up and get the lay-in. It would be a 1-point lead. He can maybe get the foul maybe, but instead he dishes out to Lucas Stanley, who's wide open in the corner. And third key of the game, find the right shot. Yeah. That's not the right shot, says DiPietro, finds Lucas Stanley, and that's the shot of his lifetime.
Yeah, there was a defender you could see in front of Trey. He made the smart play. And Lucas Stanley with a big 3. And watch the reaction from the bench for the whole play.
Carter Anderson knew. Look at that. He had his...
We cut it a little bit early, but boy, the exciting finish. Westminster wins it by a score of 81-79. Some of the final numbers in this one. Westminster led by DJ Harrell with 32 points in the game, 12 of 20 from the field. He made 3 threes, 5 of 9 from the line for his 32. Lucas Stanley, 5 of 8 from the field. 4 of those were threes, 4 of 4 from the line for 18. Trey DiPietro, 6 of 10 from the field. He made a 3, 4 of 5 from the line for 17. 10 for Drew Weir, 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line. Titans with 4 in double digits. 2 each from Mick Hergenrother and Jackson Hendershot. Titans with 81 on the board. They shot 26 of 59, 52%, 8 of 22, 36% from 3. Got a lot better in the second half. 15 of 20 from the line, 75%.
Well, once again, 4 Cougars hit double digits. Zach Genther has 10. Dion Pinkett, Player of the Year, leaves it all up there with 16, 5 of 12 from the field. Jake Tenberg has 12. He's had 3 3-pointers, and you have to feel for Leviton Xavier, Mark. 34 points, a game high, 13 of 21 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 total rebounds. If anyone left it all on the floor on Chatham, it was Leviton Xavier with 34.
Well, you heard Coach Richards and how he talked about how well Chatham played.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they could have played a much better game. And they made a couple mistakes, and so did Westminster. But Chatham had Westminster on their heels. They made a lot of shots early. Xavier was incredible. Pinkett had a great game. The role players were getting it done. Tenberg was hitting the threes. Genther with an early start. Chatham played. They came here to play. They got blown out here the last time.
Yes.
It wasn't even a game. It was a blowout by the half, and Westminster ran away with it. It was nothing like that. And really, 14-point lead in the second half, and with just under 7 to go, it was still a 12-point lead before Westminster came rolling back.
I was going to say, it looked like it was going the other way. It looked like Chatham was going to blow out Westminster instead of how it went in the regular season with a 20-point win for Westminster. But the tenacity of Westminster, the no-quit, no me guys on this team. There's no I in team, but there is an I in win, which Westminster has done today, and they're going to go to the PAC championship.
No doubt. That game will be Saturday night, 7:30. We'll find out where, depending on what happens. So everybody can jump on and check out the end of Franciscan and W&J on the PAC Sports Network or on their either of the websites, or just follow our social media. We'll have scores for you as well. But Westminster wins it. Time now to formally give our WCN and Titan Radio player of the game.
Well, DJ Harrell, no stranger to the spotlight. 32 points, his fourth straight game with 20+. It's his 18th straight game with 15 or more. 12 of 20 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. He led in field goals and free throws overall. 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's the player of the game. Lucas Stanley, player of the year so far, with that bucket to send Westminster to the title game.
And the play of the year might be the steal and the assist.
It's the whole sequence.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
If you don't get the steal and you don't get the assist, you don't get the chance for the three. It all happened. And we'll see where we are. If we go to W&J, we'll be there on the radio. Ben and RJ and I will have you on Titan Radio. If we're here at home, then we hope to be doing this again. So we will see what happens. But that's going to wrap it up here from Westminster College. We want to thank you for watching and listening, and let you know the broadcast was brought to you by the Broadcasting and Sports Communication Program here at Westminster College, providing real-world experience in today's media for tomorrow's producers. Thanks so much to the entire crew tonight, stepping in at the last minute to have it direct and doing a fabulous job was Jacob Rhodes. And Jacob Walzer, I know you wanted to be here, and I'm sorry you couldn't be because you got sick, but we want you back on the team here as quick as possible. Connor Ely jumps into the replay seat. What a job by Connor. Lily Stedman on graphics. Darren McClafferty on audio. Our camera people in Austin Downs. Nathan Putz, Jaden Jackson, Sophia Commenda, and Damon Davila. Also Peyton Mell on camera as well. I'd like to thank my partner, Ben Kelly. Sideline man RJ Scott hustling all around with Peyton chasing him. And thanks so much for everyone for watching and listening. I'm Mark Slazak letting you know the final score. Westminster 81, Chatham 79. The Titans advance to the P.A.C. Finals on Saturday. You have watched it on Titan. You listened to it on Titan Radio. You watched it on WCN. And I want you to have a good night.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and